Hi, and welcome to DC30 and our Mythic Odyssey of Theros, D&D with an ancient Greek twist. I am your Dungeon Master, Red Nova, and I am joined by my lovely players as always, Virla, Violet, Morse, and Bithynia. Eudokia, or Daphne, unfortunately cannot make it this evening, so, I will be stepping in her shoes while Morse steps in for Calliope. But, where last we left off, you guys, in the pursuit of the dastardly architect behind this most evil plot to create addiction and therefore steal from the peoples of Theros, had chased the culprits into a very large cave where you discovered a surprisingly extensive operation of kobolds producing this Lycophos liquor. You systematically and explosively dealt with each section of this sprawling cavern, bit by bit, encountering a couple hairy hazards along the way, but ultimately you came to the grand chamber at the very end of this sprawling complex, and were brought face to face with this horrific, fiendish abomination. Long, impossibly long limbs, leathery black skin that almost seems stretched across his skull, pointed ears and short dagger-like teeth, an enormous set of golden horns and golden jewelry that shape the Omega symbol, and enormous black leathery wings. And in Bithynia, in cramming your mind for some answers as to what this could be, you discovered that, also you realized that next to him was an Eidolon, the discarded personality and memories of a returned who has crawled out of the underworld. But this creature itself, the Fiend, a single name rings out in your mind. Eater of Hope. You've seen a picture of these depicted on ancient tablets once or twice. And in that moment, you recall the descriptions in these tablets of a bitter creature, bitter to the core, resentful of all forms of life and joy, that takes a sick, twisted pleasure in letting their victims marinate in fear before he devours them. You guys, declined his most generous offer of indentured servitude in exchange for your lives. And so the battle begins as he manifested an additional 2 ghosts to aid him in this conflict. And that is where we left off. We switch to the battle layout. I am going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Amalia, at a D8, you're getting Gift of Alacrity.
Gift of Alacrity is an action to cast, right?
I don't know, it doesn't say. Does it? Do I have to? It just says touch. 8 hours.
It is a spell, so you are mimicking the effect of a spell. So let's have a look. D&D. Oh, just before I do that, let me get the music rolling. That's what I forgot to do. Battle music. Gift of Alacrity. Yes, so it is a spell that takes a minute to cast.
Okay, well, never
My
mind.
apologies.
Can I confirm between? So have we at any point taken a long rest?
Not since the one in the tunnel. Sorry, in the one in the tavern.
Tavern. Okay, so we took one in the tavern. That's fine. I wanted to make sure we had got one in the tavern because I could see that my sorcerer points were all back, and I wanted to be sure that was correct. Cool, that's all good, thank you. Great.
So, if anyone is watching in chat, do let me know if the music is loud and okay. Oh, that is not too loud, sorry, I'll rephrase, yeah. Cool, so a bit of background as well, just so you've got an idea. So you guys are standing on what's essentially a, like, teeny platform that is overlooking the underground rivers below you. Into the water, it's approximately sorry, where are my notes? The platform,
So is
the
that
creature
thing in front of us?
Yeah, so the creature itself in front of you is on a raised platform that comes about 15 feet above the water. You guys are approximately... no, you guys... For you guys, however, it's like a foot off the... Like, the platform is a foot above the water, so you can basically like step into the water where you guys are. The platforms to your left and right are also sort of on the line there, like it's on the same level as the water. The little bridges and archways are slightly elevated to reach up to the 15-foot platform that the creature is on. If that makes sense. So, one in the center, 15 feet, all the others on the level with the water, and the pathways to the middle platform go upwards. Ooh, forgot to edit the battle layout to disappear Scrutinos. Oh man, I didn't do it for this one either. Hold on a second. Add layer. Screen share. I was like, where is Morse? And drop that all the way down. That'll do for the moment, just because we're in a hurry. Save. Ah, okay, that's better. I can actually hear myself now. I hadn't put transparency mode on. Alright, so, after that brief interlude, let's begin. Let me just generate a combat encounter. And, alright, so 25 to 20. Let me just roll for Eudokia real quick. Natural 16 for a modified 20 for Eudokia.
Oh, let me roll for Calliope as well, actually, before I forget.
Whoop, oh, that's not right.
So this is Calliope's roll. Okay, cool. Right.
And while we're at it, let's roll for the others too. Okay, so 20 to 15. 15 to 10?
13.
Hilira, 13?
Yes, 13.
Cool, just making sure I heard you correctly. 10 to 5?
9 for Calliope, 5 for Skatinos.
Bruh. Amalia? 5 to 1? Oh. Oh wait, Amalia, you there?
Amalia has exploded.
Oh no, does somebody have a diamond so I can revivify? No.
There's no body, so no luck.
Yeah, I was about to say, not to get technical, but if a character is exploded, Revivify does not
Amalia's roll is on D&D Beyond, and Amalia did roll 18.
Okay. Not bad.
Are we keeping our roll from before, or re-rolling?
So, roll from before.
Okay.
No, sorry, no, that was a question, not a declarative statement.
Because when I look at Foundry, it shows that my
Oh.
my thing is at 7.
New combat order, reroll.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d20 in
Yes.
D&D Beyond. Okay.
Yeah, and
Well,
add
actually,
your
the easiest
dexterity
way to
mod.
do it, rather than just simply rolling a d20, if
Mhm.
you go up where it says the initiative modifier, if you just click the plus number, it will roll the d20 and add the and it will actually create the initiative.
Where at?
So on your character sheet,
Next to your armor class.
yeah, where you see where your AC is, to the left of the AC, there is a box that says initiative, and it will say plus something.
One.
Where,
Okay.
if you click that plus 1, plus 2, whatever, it will roll that dice, so
Okay.
you don't have to worry about the adding the modifiers.
I got with my modifier, I got a 19.
Fantastic.
It looks like I'm a little more.
What fell? Oh, those water bottles. Very nice. Okay. Top of the initiative order, it is Eudokia. Oh wait, why is... Right, Eudokia, let me think for a second. Yeah, you guys watch as Eudokia murmurs an incantation, traces a glyph into the air, and vanishes. As she casts invisibility. Morse, you're frozen, or are you just...
I'm here.
I was frozen too.
I was kicked out and then had to rejoin the call. I think that was
Same.
a Skype issue that suddenly everything went
Okay.
a bit weird.
Very
you should be able to hear me
strange.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no issue signal-wise as far as I'm aware.
We should all just, like, buy a house together so we can do this IRL. Okay.
On my way, guys. Let me get a passport. I'll be there 3 days.
We'll sponsor your citizenship application. Cool, yeah, okay, so Eudokia will cast invisibility. So let's just make a note that she is now... Cool, yeah, you guys have no idea where she is, and she is going to, just 5, 10, 15, 20, and is gonna just take the hide action by moving being as still as possible. So, rolling with advantage. Yeah, natural 16 plus, I think, 9 for Eudokia. Oh, so plus 10, so 26. You guys have no idea where Eudokia went. You guys turn and she is gone. And that is her turn. Next up, it is the Eidolon. So you guys watch as this phantom that seems to be bespeckled with a sickly green starlight and is just in a continued state of vibration, almost like something out of Silent Hill, lifts up these two astral swords and is going to move forward. It goes 5, 10, and falls into the water.
Oh no.
$15, $20, $25, $30 to climb up, and is going to take 2 swings at you, Scotinus.
Yep.
You guys watch as this creature, this incorporeal creature, almost seems to just float through the water as opposed to actually swimming in it, and then just rises up and is going to come at you, Scotinus.
Yep.
It is going to take 2 swings with its ghost blade. Does a 18 hit?
It does, yes.
Okay, you take 5 points of slashing damage plus 9 points of force damage. As this blade, which seems to be vibrating as well, this creature is racked with... Where it returned might be a discarded shell. An Eidolon is the literal opposite. It is the contents of the shell, unbridled and free. It is phantom personality made manifest. So, as its sword cuts into you, it vibrates all across the plains, and the wound just opens up that much more. Second attack.
That is not good.
22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
You take 4 points. Oh no, sorry, 6 points of 7 points of slashing damage. I apologize. Plus 7 points of force damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. As a reaction, I will expend 2 sorcery points. As blood is drawn from me, and I will cast at this creature. What do I have that's even remotely good? Not much really, because he's just he is a. Does he seem ethereal?
He
well?
definitely seems ethereal. You watch as he walked through the water as opposed to having to swim through it.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna give it a go and see whether or not this will make any difference. But I'm going to like almost howling out in pain. I'm going to and chuck a poison spray at him.
Okay. The spray just passes through his body. No effect. He is immune to poison.
Okay.
Okay, that is the Eidolon's turn. Bithynia, it is your turn.
Muted, I'm afraid.
So we already know that this this liquid is flammable, right? Because that was the stuff that was in the barrels before that we blew up.
Make a general intelligence check.
Oh, okay. This is for our own safety intelligence. Let's find that. Survey says I'm kind of smart occasionally, but right now
You should have it should be +5.
it is. But when you roll a 1
Ah.
or no, a 7, I'm joking. I can't read. My intelligence wasn't great for reading the number or the roll, apparently.
Okay.
I got a total of 8.
Total of 8?
Yeah.
So you rolled a 3?
No.
What'd you roll on the dice?
A 7.
Okay, so that'd be, what's it called? 12, not 8, because it uses your... an intelligence check uses your intelligence modifier. Which, and your intelligence is
It's
20,
+1.
I believe.
My intelligence is at 13.
That can't possibly be correct.
It is
you're
correct. Oh, you know what? You're 100% right. See, what happens is when you play 3 different warlocks and
Got a
3 different
camp. I thought that might be it. Yeah.
I was like, you're...
This also explains why I've not seen any of your dice. I was like, I can't see any of her dice on D&D Beyond. What's going on?
Okay.
Yeah, that'll explain it.
Okay.
I was like,
I have
you're
a +1.
literally... I was like, you're literally an academic. If you have an intelligence of 13, what shite
My
university spat you out with a degree?
in game has intelligence. I, as a player in real life, do not.
Okay. Oh man, mood. Boy, if I had a nickel. Me as fuck. Every time I play a wizard.
You guys have my
Okay.
smart warlock for what it's worth.
So, 12?
I have a +5 to my intelligence.
Okay,
and I
and you
rolled
rolled
a
a 7, so 12. So, with that check, I'll say... You've definitely seen bottles of something be incredibly flammable, but you have also seen a very involved refining process. The raw stuff could be flammable, but you don't know definitively if, in its unrefined state, it is flammable or not.
Okay. And do I Yeah.
I'll say with a 12 as well, you are aware that you do realize that the river is about 10 feet deep. So if it is flammable, you'll save the day, but...
There will be no more days for anyone after that. Yes. Okay, so I am going to try to take out... I want to take out one of these things on the side. However, I don't want to use any of my level 4 spells or 3 spells or whatever I have because I am nervous about that guy over there. So I'm going to go to my handy dandy Eldritch Blast.
Okay, very well. And just to sort of buttress that, to clarify, what you guys see are the two ones that are floating above the water. They look more like just ordinary humans in an ethereal state, as opposed to vibrating like the Eidolon does. These seem to resemble ordinary ghosts, as far as, what you guys gather an ordinary ghost would look like. But never mind that, continue. Cool, so go ahead and make your 2 attack rolls for Eldritch Blast. You roll a d10.
Hold on one moment. I did a d10 to start, but I rolled a 5, and yeah.
I see 17.
Yeah, the first custom roll was a 3, and then the second one was 17, so the rolling d20 was a 17.
Yeah, so you... and it's plus 8 with your intelligence, and your 2 hit is plus 8, so yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is my d10 plus 2.
Plus 5, it's your intelligence modifier, but because you're a warlock and D&D Beyond's a little weird, it doesn't track that correctly, so...
So 5 plus 5, it's actually 10. I rolled a 5.
Okay, cool, so 10 points of force damage. Boom! And because this is your Eldritch Blast, this attack cuts through dimensions, essentially. This ghost, it definitely seems to do full damage and affect it.
And do I get another roll?
Yes, you do. Go ahead and roll that.
Okay, so I'm going to see if I'm not... oh my god, hold on. I'm going to learn dice one of these days.
Point of clarification, you shot the one to your right, yes?
Sure. Because I don't think either one of them had taken damage yet, so
Correct.
I
just double checking
18.
if you had a preference. 18 plus 8 definitely hits, yeah?
So then I'm going to roll a d10 again, and I'm going to do 3 plus 5, 8 damage.
Very good.
Finger blast. Finger gun Eldritch Blast. Pew, 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 pew.
The blue energy that seems to be comprised of glowing glyphs, floating glowing glyphs, just erupts forwards and tears like ancient fabric. It just tears a section of this creature's form off of it, which immediately reforms. But the phantom, just as this, you gather it's a scream, but it comes out more as a guttural gasp before it reforms and moves into position.
Okay, I'm going to tell the party. I don't know about these guys. I did some damage to it, but it was a flesh wound and then not a flesh wound, so I don't...
No, they both did full damage. If I gave the impression it was otherwise, that's not the case.
So it didn't heal itself?
So that was flavor. It was then because it's like a ghost. You separated it and then reformed. It was just flavor. Okay.
So I don't know how damaged it is, but I did something to it. So one on the right is pissed off, and I don't know. I say I'm good here. I'm in the back. I can't go anywhere. I can't go further back without leaving. So here we are. On to the next. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Sorry, I was just doing a quick thing. Okay, very good. Next up is Amalia's turn.
Okay, I guess. Alright, manifest echo in front of the little person that attacked my best friend, please.
Very well. And where there were, 3, now there are 4 phantom figures. Except this one is...
Shit.
Sorry, in front of him here, yeah?
Yes, please.
Hey. Except this phantom figure is one familiar to you, and one you know is on your side. Alright, so bonus action, some manifest echo. What now?
Sorry, you're gonna really hate this, but can you repeat everything you just said before you said is familiar to you, because for some reason my headphones cut out.
Flavor text, nothing of importance. You summon your echo. I'll sum it up. You summon your echo. Cool. That was your bonus action.
Okay, cool. Alright, my echo is gonna attack it with my battle axe.
Okay, go ahead. All attacks, I presume, yeah?
So just a battle axe attack from the
Yeah,
echo.
you have 2 attacks. I'm assuming you're using both of them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make your first attack roll. As you go to swing, looking from your echo's eyes for a moment, you take a second because this creature's vibrations and the way its sort of body moves erratically makes it difficult to get a beat on it. Please make your attack with disadvantage.
Okay, reroll. Jesus Christ. $11.
11 misses. Unfortunately,
Okay.
you go to swing where you think it's gonna be, and its sort of body just jolts out the way, and the axe just misses it by a hair's fraction. And it's disconcerting because there are no features on the face. It is just smooth.
Okay, can I roll again? Like
Yes,
for
go
my
ahead and make
second
your
action?
second attack. Yeah, second attack roll disadvantage.
Uh, 20.
With hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Correct.
rolled
Roll
a
two-
12.
Yeah,
and it's plus
that's correct.
8.
Okay, I thought you had rolled 2 natural 20s again, and I was about to call hacksaws. In a
Molly's our
dirty,
lucky
loving
duck.
way. Okay, with disadvantage 20, yeah, that 20 does hit, yes. So go ahead and roll damage.
$10.
10 points of damage. Very good. As you swing your axe, it passes through the creature, and you definitely see it recoil from the attack, but you expected a greater amount of damage than you dealt. Very good. Sorry guys, give me
That's
1
the end
second.
of my turn.
Next up, we have the blackened, leathery creature, the Fiend. Rears to his full height and just smiles. Your bones We'll make fine ornamentation. And he spreads his gigantic wingspan. And will fly 60 feet, will fly towards you guys. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. As he flies downwards until he is standing Actually, no, he'll fly about there. Yeah, about there. And you guys watch as he just stands just off the edge of the platform. Smiles a wicked smile. Takes her. And from his mouth erupts it looks almost like when you see water evaporating and you see the air ripple and distort, or like when you see the heat coming off of a barbecue. He expels a colorless gas that does seem to ripple the air as it goes forward. As this breath just erupts out of him in a cone in front. Yes. What is the range on it? Sorry. Yeah, so all of you are struck by it, everyone except Eudokia is in the range. I need everyone to make a charisma saving throw.
So what is my real modifier?
So it's your charisma modifier for this one, but because you're a warlock but you're still proficient in those saving throws, part of being a warlock, it would be your charisma modifier for this one, which is +2.
Two things. Firstly, would Scotinus have advantage on this?
See...
It doesn't matter because I rolled a natural 20 for him, but also I then rolled a natural 20 for Calliope as well.
Amazing.
So total is 27 and 28.
Okay, so for Scotinus and Calliope, no effect. See, this is why I hate that ability. Not because I think it's broken, I don't. But because it is so hard to judge what's considered a magical effect or not.
No, that's fair.
I'm gonna say yes. In the interest of being fair, as in, I'd rather be unfair in your favor than unfair against your favor.
Oh, fair enough.
Cool. So Scotinus and Calliope, you are unaffected by this breath. Nothing happens on... Yeah, okay. Everybody else?
I rolled a
One.
14.
Amalia rolled a 1?
21.
Why'd you roll with disadvantage?
I don't roll with disadvantage, I just rolled
Oh,
normally.
21. Sorry, I thought you said you rolled a natural 20 and you rolled a 1. Okay, 21. Okay, Amalia succeeds. Hilira?
14?
14 also succeeds.
Yes!
14 just succeeds.
I got a 17.
Everybody succeeds. You guys feel a wave of hopelessness come over you guys as it sort of seems to sap your strength, but you steel yourselves against it and you resist the effect. The creature just darts a leathery tongue out and growls at you. He will use the remainder of his movement to fly a couple steps back and land back on the platform here. That is his turn. Next up, it is Hilira's turn.
Okay, so I had a plan and then it all went to... So I'm gonna cast to the people around me, so Calliope, Amalia, Scotinos, and Bithynia, I'm gonna cast Bless. 2nd level, so I can do 4 creatures.
Okay.
So y'all
Eudokia
are
traces a series of glyphs with blinding speed. And then a wave of golden light comes out of her, and all of you who she called out feel empowered. You can now add a d4 to your attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
then I'm gonna. You're welcome. I'm gonna move 2 steps to the left, like away from the cone that I didn't see, but.
Very well.
So like near the water.
Would you like me to do
But not
that, or?
touching it. Oh yeah, I didn't know I could do that actually.
Cool, there?
Wait, can I do it? Yeah, like there.
Ah, okay, perfect. Cool.
That's all I can do.
Very good. It is Calliope's turn.
All right, Calliope, almost in response to that barrage, as the raw kind of passes through her unfazed, will respond in kind, but her roar is one of a triumphant, haunting response, as she will, for her action, use counter charm. As she sings this haunting melody. During this time until the end of her next turn, any of us will have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. And then, as a bonus action, she is going to... let me see if I can find it. Where is it? She's going to use Mantle of Majesty. And as part of this haunting chant, she's going to... she's locked eyes on the individual. I don't think he get to use the bonus action this time because I cast command as that turn, but I don't know if that means that I get to.
I think when it's a effect that is a spell, it's a little different than outright casting a spell. That may be up to DM's discretion. Let me have a look at the wording of Mantle of Majesty. Just give me a moment.
Okay, once per long rest. Oh, actually, you can read this forward.
Yeah. You can cast command without expending a spell slot.
Oh, so effectively, yeah, no. So it says I cast command that as a bonus action, and then every minute afterwards, I can then cast command again. So in theory,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that was the case. In which case,
you're right, yeah.
Calliope is going to point towards the vibrating figure that is bearing down on us and there, and she's going to attempt to give it the command return.
Let me just double check something on command for a second. Okay, cool. You guys watch as Calliope begins chanting her siren song that you guys have heard so many times, only this time she keeps going. And it's a repetitive hymn that fills your ears, not in a bad way, but it just seems to tune out and help you focus. And then she turns and to the Eidolon and just, in a sort of discordant chime that is weirdly alluring, says, "Return." And the Eidolon just stares at her for a moment as it seems to have no effect.
Good to know.
As command has no effect if the target is undead.
Aha! Good to know. Calliope is going to remain in her current position.
Okay, very well. Next up, it is this ghost's turn. You guys watch as it floats forward and is gonna fly straight towards Amalia. Is it 5, 10, 15? Amalia, could you please for me make a charisma saving throw?
Oh, you son of a gun.
You do have the +4 at least.
Oh, that's a good point. Thank you for that.
Or not +4, it's an extra D4 rather.
Okay, I'm gonna roll that D4. Actually, wait, no, I'm not gonna waste it because I know it won't matter.
It's everything. You get it every
time.
time.
You can use it every time for everything.
Yeah, it's not gonna help me in this though. So,
Never know.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, so a 4 plus what's your charisma modifier?
No,
It's
so
plus
the
with my
charisma save is
charisma.
3 plus 1.
Okay.
I haven't rolled the yeah. You can get the D4 every single time. So in case the DC
Okay.
is 5, you never know.
Okay, cool. So you rolled a total of, I guess, 8?
1 minute, let me see. I rolled a 6 altogether.
Okay.
Flawless.
So, to anyone who may be watching, I hope you appreciate this, because I'm going to be sleeping on the couch for a very long time.
Are you gonna kill her? Do not kill her!
Oh, I'm not going to kill her. You guys
it's
watch
even
as
worse.
this...
I know what's happening.
You guys watch as this phantom passes through and into Amalia. And then Amalia's, like, axe goes slack for a moment before she turns around to look at the rest of you.
No!
Murder in her eyes.
No!
Amalia, you are currently possessed. And I can control you on your turn.
Oh wait, can you control the echo as well? Is the echo still me?
You don't know.
Oh no!
Oh, the echo is definitely still not you. Whether I can control it or not, you don't know.
I'm sorry.
Let me just double this. So that however is an action to do. And Amalia, just to stress the point, you are fully aware of everything that's happening. You have lost control of your body. You feel you are a prisoner in your own mind as you watch as your muscles get taken over. And as you turn around, you feel this phantom's murderous intent in your mind alongside with you. Just one thought rings out again. Butcher these people in front of you. That is it for that ghost's turn.
Do you have a doghouse? Because I think the couch is too kind. Just saying.
Do it for you, viewers. I do it for you. Okay, it is Scotty's turn.
Alright, okay, so... Shit. But that's okay. We are going to... use 2 sorcery points to, as a bonus action, cast we are going to cast Blood Extraction.
Okay.
Directly, basically exactly where Big Evil Boy is standing.
Okay.
That's now. And then for my action, I'm taking the dodge maneuver because sod that.
Okay, fair enough. End of your turn, right? It's
Correct,
Constitution saving throw. I'm gonna use my bronze die for that. I don't think I did too good on that. Yeah. 12?
12 fails.
Okay.
So I'm just going to get the thingy. Should be 3d6. I think this only selects 1d6. It should be 3d6. So it does well. Takes 3d6. Okay, let's do that manually then. 3d6. 10 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. You reach out your hand and you summon the orb, and where you would expect blood, it drains this disgusting black tar-like ichor that has more in common in terms of consistency with maple syrup than it does blood. You hurt it, but not as much as you were expecting.
Fine.
Very well. Anything else in your turn?
No, that's it for me.
Alright. The other ghost is... Hilira's the nearest one, is going to fly towards you, Hilira. Please make a charisma saving throw. The phantom flies into you, and you are possessed. Yep. And that is its turn. Alright, top of the initiative order. Eudokia, who has remained hidden this whole time, takes a deep breath. Now I just need to make sure of something before I go ahead with... Okay, good. From her hidden position, she lines up a shot, steadies her hand, she has advantage because she is hidden, and is going to use the effect of her new bow, which gives it a -5, but has some cool stuff as a result. That is a 9 and a 19. 19 plus... I'm pretty sure it hits, but... yeah, if it's just a proficiency bone... Oh, wait, so it's 19 plus 2, so 21 definitely hits. And you guys see she reappears into being and looses the arrow. It flies forward, but this time, as it travels along, you hear a faint whine that gets louder and louder as the arrow travels, and as it strikes the creature, these apparitions of winged furies erupt from the wound as they let out this high-pitched scream, and the creature blocks its ears. He takes the normal damage as well as an additional 2d6 psychic damage. So let me go ahead and roll that. So he takes 5 points of piercing damage from the bow, and additional 14 points of piercing damage from the sneak attack, so that is 19, plus an additional... so we said... What did we say? 19, plus an additional 7 psychic damage for a total of 26. And he has disadvantage on his next attack roll. The creature rears back in pain, clutching the arrow that's now sticking out of his chest. He snaps the head off, turns to look at Eudokia, who has now become visible, and... That is his turn. Next up is the Eidolon's turn, who just got swung at by the clone, the Echo, so he's gonna swing at the Echo with his first attack. Amalia, would a 19 hit? The Echo vanishes. And for his second attack, he's gonna try swing back at Scotty again. He does have disadvantage because of the dodge action.
Yep.
Well, the first one was a 6, and the second one was a 3, so, yeah, no, doesn't hit. This time you're ready for it, and you just back out of the way as the blade passes dangerously close to your throat. Okay. Bithynia, it is your turn.
About how wounded, if anything, is this thing?
The, Fiend?
Yeah.
It's definitely taken a hit. You can see it's bleeding, but it looks okay for the most part.
And how much of a threat is Amalia?
You've seen what she can do.
You've seen her rolls? Be terrified.
I'll say, but would you know she's actually, you can probably safely assume she's possessed, yeah, so, you've definitely seen what Amalia, your friend, can do.
How about I just do the...
Okay. I'm going to... Wait, I can... I am curious. Do I know what it is, like, weak to? Because I have a couple spell options.
You could attempt to, I said I would let you roll a history check, but it would be a pretty high DC. However, what you could also, let me just double check if it works this way.
Do I get a +4 to it?
+4, no, sorry, 'cause that's not an attack roll, it's just a
Okay.
regular check. But just before you do that, I just want to double check something.
I just want to know, because I have a few options, but I don't want to do, like, daggers if it's not going to take slashing damage, you know?
Right,
Slashing.
just double check if your Lore Master feature doesn't grant you knowledge about a target, but I don't think it does. No, I read it wrong. Okay, so that's only if it dies.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I would go ahead and roll a history check.
It does say that I can add my intelligence modifier to the result of any charisma check or wisdom insight check, but
This is neither of those. This is a history intelligence check. It already uses your intelligence modifier,
well,
which in any
let's
case should be
see.
+5, not +4.
My history has a +8.
Yes, but you're talking about your feature, sorry, because that's your proficiency bonus as well.
I rolled a 1.
You have no idea.
It was worth a shot. Kind of. And I wish I could say I was on the wrong character sheet, but no, that's just me. Okie dokie. Well, we will try to. I'll summon Faye.
All right, where are you summoning it?
Do I have the ability to summon it? Because my Fae, does it have to be close? No, range area.
It should have a range, yeah.
It's 90 feet. However, I'm curious
90
what the.
feet, you can easily get it next to.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see how close it has to be to do an attack. Because if it's melee, it has to be within range.
The stat block should say whether it's a melee or a ranged attack.
Hold on. Do. I don't know. I will, hold on.
Let's have a look. Summon Fae. Okay, so its actions are short sword, so yes, it is, it does not have the reach property, so...
Alright.
So it has to be within 5 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast because it's been moving back and forth. I don't want to waste a slot on that, so I'll just Eldritch Blast again, hopefully.
The Fiend, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and make in 2 separate attack rolls.
The first one was 22 plus 4, so 26.
Definitely hits.
And then, do you want me to do my d20 again, or my damage for that first one?
Go ahead and make both attack rolls first.
Okay. And then I did a 27 plus 4 is a 31.
Wow. Yeah. Both hit. Go ahead and roll damage for both.
Locked and loaded. Pew, pew. Let's see. My first damage is, do I get to add a +4 to this as well?
+5. You do have Agonizing Blast, and it's +5, which is your intelligence modifier.
Okay, so 11 to start.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant Bless. No, it does not add to damage rolls. Sorry.
Okay, and then 17? Or 15? Because I did 10 plus 5 is 15.
Yeah, so yeah, 9 and 15. Okay, cool. So it's for a total of 24.
Well, the first one was...
You rolled a 4 on the d10, I believe.
Okay. I did damage. Pew pew. I did something. I'm still back here. Let me see if I want to move. I'm gonna move over here. Pretty please. Oh, so we did put my thing over there, or no?
Oh, did you? No, sorry, I forgot to remove it. No, we didn't, because you chose to use Eldritch Blast instead.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I believe that I am done because I have nothing left that I can do. So I will end my turn, or it's already ended.
Solid turn.
Okay.
A very solid turn.
There we go. Thank
On
you.
Amalia's turn. Now let me make sure I have read this correctly. So it cool. So it is going to turn towards. Who's it going to turn towards? I'd say, yeah, it's going to just walk straight up to you, Scotty. It's just going to turn to you, Scotty.
Yep.
And it's going to take 2 swings at you.
Yep. Still using dodge at the moment.
Now, as you swing, I'll say, anyone who wants to can make an insight check.
I'm going to decline because I've got to focus on not dying. I don't think I have time to do insight.
I will. Am I allowed? Am I allowed to
Yes,
do an
you're
insight?
allowed.
Okay. 19. Do I know
Alright, great.
anything?
You don't see Amalia swing with anywhere near the technique she did before, or as in she did of her own mind. Still swinging with brute force, but there's no learnedness to this. There's no technique. It is just amateur swinging. With a 19, I'll say it doesn't look like. It may have Amalia's body, but it does not have her experience and skills. So it is going to swing at you, Scotty.
Yep.
Without the proficiency bonus.
Disadvantage because of dodge.
Well, I rolled a 2. So that's a total of 7. Amalia has one other attack, so it's going to do that.
Yep.
Disadvantage 11.
Still misses.
Okay.
Yes.
It frustrated the phantom. Sort of Amalia stands up to full height, and then like the angry expression drops as Amalia just almost in a relaxed state just turns around, steps forward off the ledge, and walks into the water.
As a reaction, as that happens, I would like to, as I'm a warcaster, I would like to. Oh, should I cast Hold Person? You know what? No, actually, I'm going to cast. This is even better. I'm going to cast Infestation. So, Marley, could you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
I'm scared right now. What
Oh,
are
she's
you
good at
guys
those.
I am good
Actually,
at those.
I need to make the Constitution saving throw. Which the ghost is not proficient in. Rolled a 3.
Okay, you do take some damage. Sorry, you take 6 points of poison damage, and it moves 5 feet in a random direction if it can move. So roll a d4 for the direction. I'm hoping to try and stop him escaping, basically. 3, and so that means the direction is moved north, south, east. You move 5 feet east instead.
Okay, Amalia, go ahead and move over to there. Alright, very good. That is Amalia's turn. Let me just
that was so fucking close. Sorry, didn't mean to poison you.
It's okay. I'm not mean right now, so it's fine.
Very good. Next up is this creature again, who is not a fan of being in this cloud of blood, so it's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, Yeah, it is most pissed at No, it's just gonna do it this way. He is gonna take a breath attack. Another breath attack. Actually, does he even get... Let's see if he gets his breath attack back. Yes, he does. So he's gonna do a breath attack. I need both, So, Bithynia, please make a, charisma saving throw. Hilira, I have to roll your charisma saving throw for you because the ghost is not proficient in charisma saving throws. Or is it? No, it's not.
Charisma. Alright. And what am I really at? Is this a real roll or? Okay, so.
It is. You do get +4. You do get to add the D4 because it is your saving throw.
Sweet baby Jesus, because I got a total of 5, so I got a 9, which isn't much better. However,
with oh wait, right, yeah, you're a charisma mod. So it's plus. Oh yeah. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 1d20 plus 2, which is my charisma modifier.
Plus your proficiency bonus because you're proficient in charisma saving throws, so it should be an additional +3.
So that would put me at 8.
Okay.
Which isn't much better.
What does the D4 put you at?
So another 4. 13.
D4. Okay, 13? Yeah, no, that just fails.
How... What am I failing?
Oh,
other than
sorry.
math.
It seemed like you had a question, sorry, but so you rolled the 13 was the final tally. Yes?
Yeah, because I rolled a 3 was my base thing. That was
Cool.
my base
Just-
number.
Just making sure I heard you correctly. So,
Yeah.
both of you fail, unfortunately. You both take... No, those are D20s. You don't take that. Sorry. Let me look at the... Right, yeah.
And this is damage from who?
The creature... the Eater of Hope that breathed a... that breath attack of his on you guys again.
So then I can use my Hellish Rebuke as a... If he hits me, I'm gonna use Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke is an attack roll, I believe, yes? Or is it just when you take damage?
It says you point your finger at a creature that damaged you and momentarily surrounded by hellish flames.
I take it
You
back.
have to-
So it did damage you. There was no attack roll required. So yes, you can use Hellish Rebuke. What's the Hellish Rebuke's range?
60 feet.
Oh, okay. I take it back. Great. You guys both do take, however. 25 points of necrotic damage. And you guys feel a curse-like effect set in upon you guys.
You're gonna need more health pots.
Hilira's looking a little hurt, like quite hurt. Just
That ends the creature's turn.
So you both blessed and cursed now? That's just complicated.
It is Calliope's turn.
Do I
Okay,
get to
right.
do my Hellish Rebuke, or do you want me to wait for my
Oh,
turn?
sorry. Yes, what is that saving throw?
It says the creature must make a Dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay, it rolled Dexterity, so modified 20?
I don't know what I just did. I rolled it, apparently. What?
So he rolled a modified 20. What is your spell save DC? I'll look
Hellish
it up.
Rebuke.
16 is your spell save DC, so he succeeds, unfortunately.
Okay. So does that
So
mean
he still
that
takes... Sorry,
Oh,
yeah?
continue.
He still takes half damage, though.
Okay.
Sorry, you were saying?
So do you need my roll, or...
Yeah, so roll the damage, and I will deal half of it to him.
So is that my 2d10 that I'm rolling?
Correct.
Okay, I rolled that and I got 17.
Okay, so that is halved to 8. He is not looking as good as he was when this fight started. He's got burns up and down his arm. His black leathery skin is somehow even blacker and more cracked and disgusting. He's got lacerations and just areas where his body has been sundered by the Eldritch Blasts, and he's still got the arrow sticking directly into his heart. It seems to be like jutting out of his heart. He's breathing a little heavier than he was before. Alright, Calliope's turn.
Alright.
It's my turn, isn't it?
Did I miss some? Yes, sorry, I missed that.
I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
Take your turn, it's all good.
I owe you an apology. Okay, so on Helida's turn, the Phantom gets a feel for the body it's in, decides it's ultimately not worth attempting to harm one of the others, and is going to turn around and try to set foot into, and is going to just walk into the water.
That's just rude. My body's really nice.
Yes, but it doesn't have access to your skills or abilities, so... Cool. As you step into the ice-cold water, you feel it sapping the strength from your very bones. I need you to please make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 24.
You steal, like, just screaming from inside your own body, you steel yourself against the soul-sapping energies, and nothing happens to you.
Great.
Is it gonna do anything else on its turn, though? Yep, that's the end of that, so it is Calliope's turn now.
Okay. And then, right, well, I'd like to check, so I'm specifically regarding Charm Person, the wording is, you attempt to charm a humanoid you see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw, and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. In theory, if I was to cast Charm Person at, wait, which one am I going to do it now? You're wielding the water, don't worry, I can do that. Okay, if I cast it against Amalia, would that saving throw be at advantage?
Good question. That's a layered,
I know,
think about
I love giving you puzzlers.
I'm gonna say that you can target Amalia, but Amalia isn't in control of her body right now. Or you can target the ghost, which is an undead. Unfortunately, Amalia isn't in the driver's seat at the moment, so even if she were charmed, she doesn't have the ability to control her own
So
body
even
at the
mental,
moment.
because my attempt was to use Mantle of Majesty and command.
Yeah, no,
light.
the wording is very clear. Amalia is incapacitated, and the ghost is in control of her body like a marionette.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sorry, Amalia. I haven't got an immediate way I can get you out of this. Actually. I don't think I've got anything that Calliope can do can kind of stop that happening, actually, which is really annoying. Alright, okay, cool. Well, so with that in mind, I am then going to... already, for the first thing first, for the bonus action, I'm going to cast command at Safly headdress.
Okay.
And the command is going to be grovel.
Okay, wisdom saving throw, yeah?
That's right, yep.
Yeah, that's an 8
Okay.
total.
DC is 16 on that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's that. Next, I am going to cast.
There is one way you can get Amalia out of it, but that's all I'll say.
Yeah, well, there is one attempt. Like, I wanted to find a way to incapacitate her in such a way that then the body did free, but
No, another way, but that's all I'll say.
Okay. Well, I'll have to think of it then. Sorry, Marley, I can't think of it. So next thing I'm going to do is I am going to cast as my... Actually, because I've done my bonus action command, can I still cast spells as an action? Because it was Mantle of
Yes,
Majesty?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
Alright, cool. I am going to cast... I'm just going to put in a Cure Wounds on... Who looks particularly bad? Oh wait, you're in the water, aren't you? Yeah, that's helpful.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to. So she's moved about 5 feet forward, Helena. So she's in the water, but she's up to her hips more than just being out of sight per se. So you could reach her if you wanted to.
Yes. Okay.
She's also definitely the most wounded looking.
Yeah, let's do that then. I'm gonna move over. I'm gonna move the. I'm actually gonna move to here, so I'm going to keep out of immediate swinging range of Amalia for the time being, and I'm going to position myself where I'm gesturing. So, one up, one to the left, and I will cast Cure Wounds at a first. I mean, but do we want you to fall unconscious? Is the next thing. To get the thing out, is falling unconscious actually the way to go here? Don't know. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at the first level on you. So you
Alrighty.
heal 2d8 plus 5, which I will roll now as a separate thing from Scottinus. 2d8. Oh, it's a really bad roll. You heal 8 total.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay.
That's my turn.
So the ghost of Amalia is going to take a step forward and is going to try and swing at Calliope. Normal swing. Modified 20.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, Calliope takes D10 because she's double handing. Oof. 13 points of slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
Second attack.
I can't track that, unfortunately, but she's currently
I'll
59.
do that. Second attack, natural 2.
Misses that.
Sorry, she's currently... Oh, so she's 59. What did I say for the first one? It was,
Modified 20
13.
for 13 points of damage.
Okay, damage, cool. If you refresh, it should show that. Okay, so it swung twice, and, missed both times, and that will be the end of that. Next up, it is your turn, Scotty.
Okay. Creature's not in it anymore. And the only creature I can actually do anything to is this boy. So, I am going to cast... he's hovering in the air, right?
Yeah, he's... His wings are beating and keeping him aloft.
Cool. I just need to make sure that my sphere doesn't catch anyone else in. I'm going to move it. So, I am going to cast Vitrolic Sphere.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it at... I'm just making sure I get the positioning right, so I don't kill everyone else. Bear with me.
Haven't checked the chat in a while, apologize. Now we're good.
The correct angle for it. 20. And let's go to change this to a nice green, so we know it's green and greeny. Oh, it didn't save. Alright, there we go. There we go.
Okay, so, what is the saving throw?
Okay, so for this, we need a dexterity saving throw from anyone that is affected by acid damage.
Okay. Natural 19 for the Eidolon.
Okay.
And the Eater of Hope rolled a modified 19.
Okay, both succeed, so they both take half of this. It's half of whatever this comes out as. Oh, actually, I can just click it this way, can't I? Right. Right. Come on.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, Heliada would have dropped Bless, but, due to the possession.
Cool. 11 points of acid damage to both.
Okie dokie.
And as they both pass the spell, then I can clear the effect.
The acid begins to slowly dissolve and eat into their skin. 11, you said, yes?
Yep, 11 total.
Eater of Hope's looking a little rough, as just a portion of his shoulder is dissolving before your eyes. As he cries out in pain, he just yells, "Kill the satyr!"
And
which rings out throughout the chamber.
I will then go and then spend 2 sorcery points to, as a bonus action, cast. Have I got? Is he within range? He's within plenty. I'm going to cast Blood Boil at the Floaty McFloat face. So he needs to make a Constitution save, and also at that point I need to roll on the Wild Magic table because I'm going to utilize that at this point as well.
What is the saving throw on Blood Boil?
It's normal DC, so DC is 15.
The type, sorry.
What type of damage? Oh, it would be necrotic damage.
What type of saving throw?
I'm so sorry, it's Constitution saving throw.
Right. That is a 17?
He passes, so it takes no effect there. And I need to roll a D100, I believe. Here is my roll.
You have the table ready?
I do not. It's 22, but I can get the Wild Magic table to make sure we're using the same one. Magic Surge table from D&D Wikidot. Do we use the same one?
Just Player's Handbook, right? Sorcerer.
Yeah, because last time I cast Mirror Image, so this is the correct one. So 22. Okay, creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell I cast in the next minute that involves a saving throw.
Alright. As you release the spell, and the blood ills, and as you release the spell, he resists it, but you hear the faint revelry music of the Skull of Vale ring out through your ears, and you feel it bolster you, and the magic within you hardens, and you feel prepared.
Okay. Then I think I can't move because I'll provoke attacks of opportunity from literally anyone. So I will stay where I am.
Okay, the other ghost, upon hearing that command, is going to fly out of Hilira. Hilira, you are brought back to your own body as a sudden as it vacates your body and is going to fly towards Scotty. And it's going to try to possess you, Scotty.
Oh
Please
man!
make a charisma saving throw. I'm going to say not at advantage. I wouldn't call this enough of a outright magical effect.
That is fine. Does it get his... yeah, fine. I should do that. Total for a 19.
Succeeds, and you are immune for the next 24 hours as the phantom, you flex, and the phantom bounces off of your iron will. As you just have a small smile.
With blood kind of trickling down from the wound from the Eidolon, but still smiling. I'm still smiling.
Alright, that will end its turn. Top of the initiative order, Eudokia. Eudokia is going to see that the Eidolon, she's going to look at the Eidolon and is going to look at the phantom that's right there, and she's going to seize an opportunity. She is going to... Let me double check something. Yeah. She is going to run forward towards the phantom that just tried to possess you, Scotty, which is now here. As she dashes forward, she traces another glyph in the air, and then flicks her hand by her side, and as she does so, you watch as the effect of vibration, not dissimilar to the one the Eidolon is comprised of, extends from her hand into the shape of a sword blade. Only this one is of inky blackness as opposed to the sickly, ghostly starlight of the Eidolon. She extends this 10-foot blade that's impossibly long and thin, like the rapier that Hilira has, and dashes forward and is going to, with after bonus action, casting Phantom Blade. Let me just mark that spell slot off. Spells. Inventory. Man, I am just on it tonight. Sorry, not Phantom Blade, Shadow Blade, but same thing. She's going to cast Shadow Blade, and she, which grants her a magic weapon whose damage die is 2d8, psychic, and is going to try and take a swing for the ghost. Normal attack because she does not have advantage. Natural 20. This is going to be ugly. So, she deals 21 points of psychic damage before sneak attack, plus an additional 28 points of psychic damage from the sneak attack, for a total of 69. Hey!
We're professionals
And
here, we don't know that sort of stuff.
Brain with that damage, huh?
She just brings the blade down, and as the shadowy form of this long blade vibrates. It seems to vibrate the ghost's very essence apart, and she just deletes this thing as it scatters into atoms. She one-shotted that ghost. Yeah, the ghost died instantly. And she's like... She looks at the Phantom Blade and just looks pleased with herself, and that is the end of her turn. Okay, next up it is the Eidolon, who just watched this unfold and is going to take a step forward and try to swing 2 swings at Eudokia.
As a reaction, as it passes as well, I am going to... You know what? Do nothing, because it's immune to poison. Ignore me.
Okay.
I'm gonna do nothing.
You do glare at it though.
Yes, I give it the evils.
Give him a real stink eye. Alright, he's gonna take 2 swings at Eudokia. First swing is a grand total of 19, which hits. And the second swing is a 11, which misses. So first hit, Eudokia takes 5 plus 5 points of slashing damage plus an additional 9 points of force damage. So that is a total of 14. Just makes a big laceration across her clavicle, and she steels herself against further action. That is the Eidolon's turn. It is Bithynia's turn.
Oh, okay. So how wounded is this thing? Can I tell from here?
It looks bloodied, but it looks like it's got a decent chunk left.
I'm going to continue with my Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Because I want to save my spell slots. And let's see. I get to add +5 or +5 and then +5 to my D20, or no?
It's +8, so it's your intelligence modifier and your proficiency bonus.
So
yeah.
Okay, so I rolled a 12, unfortunately. But I get to roll once more. No, all together with my 8 modifier. Yeah, unfortunately. So I'm going to try once more. Yeah.
Yep, second shot.
Ooh, D20. +8.
Natural 20?
Natural 20 +8.
Alright, that pretty much evens out then, because that counts as 2 attack rolls. So go ahead and roll your, so your choice. You can either roll the D10 and double it, the number on the D10, or you can roll 2d10.
Can I roll 2 to see what's better?
No. You must decide ahead of time. High risk, high reward, or reliability? That is the choice.
Ooh, let's go with 2 rolls.
Alright. 2d10 plus 5.
So I did a 9 to start, and then my second roll will be...
A 9? I'm seeing 4.
But I get to add +5 to that?
Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't realize you were adding the +5 in your head. Sorry, yes. 9 for the first one. With an additional 3 for a total. The modifier isn't doubled, sorry.
Yeah. Yep. So +3.
Okay, so 12 total. Solid hit. Boom! Individually, these hits might seem like they're unimpressive upon its body, but you have been just accumulating them one after the other, and this thing is none too happy about that.
No, I've definitely pissed him off for sure. And I know that, so let me see where I'm at on the map, because I might want... shucks. What? How close does the cleric need to be to me to heal if I were to teleport?
It would depend on how she's healing you. If she uses healing word, you would just have to be within 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm level 7, right? We're all level 7. That's what level is. Yeah. I'm going to use... I'm going to be a little risky here. But I'm going to... Hold on, let me look at this map. Make sure I'm making a good choice here. I'm going to displace myself, which is part of my Sphinx. I packed the Elder Sphinx. I have Sphinx displacement, which allows me to go 60 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see.
Is that not when you are attacked, or am I reading that entirely wrong? If it's... as you breathe... no, I am mistaken entirely. Ignore me. Yes, bonus action, you can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Great.
Okay. So we're going to really hope that I don't become targeted. Let me double check to make sure. Okay. I'm moving myself over here.
Great. I will just make you aware that had you done that teleport first, you would have had advantage on those attack rolls. That's also what that does.
Oh, well, noted. But will it work for future attacks?
Until the end of your turn, so unfortunately, there's not future attacks this time, but next time, when you use it in the ability next time, you have advantage on attacks until the end of your next turn, so it's a good idea to do it as the opening part of your turn. Just as a make it worse. All good.
So can I redact that? I don't want to meta, but knowing that I know that now, should I stay and then go?
I will roll a d6 to determine. On a 1 to 3, I will say yes. On a 4 to 6, I'm gonna say until next. Oh, that's stupid. You know what? I'm in a good mood, so I will say yes. But we'll count the first 2 attacks you did as the first attack.
Okay.
So now you're rolling 1 fresh new attack with advantage.
No, I see you're moving yourself back, but the point was, I think, is that you do the teleport first, and then you do the attack, and that's why you get advantage. Because when you displace yourself to another location, because it's so sudden, the creatures don't have the ability to kind of realize where the attacks are coming from. So
well, the flavor
you were right when you moved yourself the first time.
Yeah.
So I'm about here. Also.
Yes.
Have we not explored this area over here? I can't really tell anyone anything, but...
You guys actually haven't, no.
Okay, I see nothing. You see nothing. I see something, but I will end my turn.
Alright. We'll make 1 fresh new attack roll.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, hold on.
It's all good.
One at D20.
With advantage, yeah. So if you right-click on it, it'll let you do it at advantage.
Where is the attack? Just the attack on here. Like with my...
Well, if you go under your actions, it should have Eldritch Blast right at the top, and you can right-click the +8 and
you don't
press
have to go to the custom roll, because I've noticed that you've just done the custom rolls with the dice thing on the bottom left, but each ability has the maths already worked out for you, so you don't have to. So where it says, like, for example, +4 or +6, never mind.
I almost got a 20 again, but no, I got 14 plus 5, correct? Or no?
+8. Oh, you rolled 14 on the dice, right?
Correct. So 22.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely are proficient in your spell attacks. 22 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll another 1d10 plus 5.
8 total.
All right. You just blink out of existence and blink to where to that other shore, and just boom, boom. Both shots just hit this thing in the side, and he is blindsided by the attack, and he is reeling from that. He's looking a little rough, or quite rough actually. bring that in to the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Amalia, it is Amalia's turn. Amalia is going to try and swing once more at Scotty. 2 swings. Natural 1 and 17.
1 misses. 17 would hit, but I will use my action now to cast shield to raise my AC to 18, so that shot misses.
Okay.
Well.
And yeah, Amalia brings the axe down and it bounces off of your
I imagine I'm kind of on the ground here, just like ah.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a little bit like that scene in The Incredibles where Violet has the force field up and the Omni Droid is just bearing down on the force field. Okay, and that will be the end of that turn. Next up, it is the Eater of Hopestone. He is upset, very upset. He will turn and will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Just beeline towards Bithynia, and he's going to take 2 swings with his claws at you. First swing. Does a 15 hit?
Armor class of 14, so...
So it does hit. You take... 6 points of slashing damage, plus... 8 points of necrotic damage. And, because you are under the effect of his Breath of Hopelessness, an additional 1 point of necrotic damage.
So 13 total?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Very well. Ending his turn, Hilira, it is your turn.
Okay, I'd like to climb up that thingy if I can.
Easy enough to do. It will cost you... so it's 5 feet up, so it will cost you 10 feet of movement, because it's climbing.
That's fine.
But you can do that. You know, you're used to feats of athleticism, so you just... I forgot what that's called when you do the pull-up part and then you do one of those.
Okay. And then, let me see how close I am to everybody. So 1, 2, 3... Okay, and I'd like to turn undead.
Yeah. Cool. So, you, as you step up onto the, shoreline, or not shoreline, the platform, you hear a, familiar voice in your ear. Dastardly things, these. Let's say we put them in their place.
Yes, please.
Alright, so, that is a wisdom. What is the saving throw on turn undead?
Wisdom 16.
Okay, what is the range?
30 feet of me.
Okay, so you can hit the one inside Amalia, the one that's no longer invisible. Oh, no, wait. Oh, sorry, no. I got that wrong. The one that was invisible is the one inside Amalia. I just put him there. The other one's dead. So you can hit both the Eidolon and the ghost. Perfect.
Yeah.
So wisdom saving throw. So the ghost is going to roll first. Natural 1.
Okay.
Okay. And the Eidolon, who with turn resistance does get advantage, rolled a 2 and a 6.
Okay, so what they do is they, for 1 minute, have to move away from me. That's the only thing they can do if they are not harmed by anybody. So I will also scream out, "Don't harm them!" I charmed them.
Okay, you guys watch as Hilira steps out. Oh, okay, we'll do this in a second. She steps out, stands on the edge of the platform you guys are on, screams, "Don't hurt them! I charmed them!" And then she does this motion that, she does like a step forward as if she's about to start running, and then just erupting out of her is this copy of her that's made out of, like, ghostly light. It's sort of like almost like a Green Lantern light construct, but sort of like of a brassy golden color. That's just a copy of her. That runs forward to you, Amalia, and punches Amalia, and you guys watch as the ghost is punched out of Amalia and flies backwards, before dashing again to the Eidolon and punching it as well, and both of them recoil backwards. And then the form just vanishes out of existence.
Yeah, that's all I can do, so that ends my turn.
And that is why you bring a cleric. So yeah, great. Next up, it is Calliope's turn.
Okie dokie. Is it probably by this point noticing that both the spirits have been specifically obeying Flappy's instruction? I'm going to give him a new name each time because I don't actually know what creature he is, so I'm just calling him random things.
You have heard him, I'll say that you did hear him earlier refer to himself as Thalgor, in the sense of a proper name.
Flappy sounds better.
Fair enough, proceed.
I will, again as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Command on Thalgor, and I'm going to give the instruction Dismiss.
Oh, shit. I need to retract something, sorry, because that's not fair on otherwise. He failed his saving throw when Calliope cast Command the first time, right? He did, yeah. He failed his saving throw, but I took his turn as normal and we both forgot. So, Bithynia. That turn where he did all that damage to you, retract all of that. That didn't happen. He spent his whole turn cowering.
Okay, do we remember how much damage that was?
13, we said. 13.
Okay.
My bad. Glad you caught that. Thank you, Morse.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't actually. It was you that did all that.
Thank you for inadvertently reminding me. So yeah, no, he spent his whole turn groveling and like cowering, and he stands up. How dare you!
All right.
And
Thank you.
Fast forward again. Proceed back to normal. Oh no,
Cool.
That's only fair. If I'm gonna be a hard ass about the rules, it's gotta work both ways, right?
In that case, while he's there, yeah, actually, in the same with that in mind, still noticing what happens to the spectral figure. Clarice is going to attempt, so she's going to gesture towards him and give the command dismiss.
Wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah.
With advantage, that is a 16?
Oh, DC 16. We've not got blessed still, have we? Never mind.
Nope.
No, that's fine.
And it would be Bane that
Basically, yeah,
subtracts
by the way,
saving
that's
throws.
fine, yeah. Alright, no
Sorry.
worries. No, it's fine.
Alright.
I will then...
And for Calliope's action?
Yes, so I'm going to... Is Hilira still pretty badly damaged?
Hilira, are you still pretty badly damaged?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah. Okay. I think then I'm gonna try a second attempt of cure wounds on you. No, sorry, I'm not gonna do that. Sorry. I'm going to instead cast at 3rd level blindness, deafness, on the Ilia. I'm pronouncing it wrong. This thing.
Eidolon.
Eidolon.
Blindness, deafness.
Yeah. And
okay.
Specifically for blindness.
Just before you try to do that, double check the wording of blindness and deafness and see if it doesn't have a prerequisite of not affecting undead.
Okie dokie. So.
Because I will let you retract that if you attempt. If it does.
No. Choose one creature you can see to make a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, the target is either blinded or deafened. Your choice for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, it can make a Constitution saving throw on a success.
Okay. Just making sure.
No, thank you for giving me the chance to...
Okay, and the conditions it's immune to... Okay, cool. So, Constitution saving throw, yeah?
Yes, please.
4 total.
Cool. It's for both because I'm casting it. I'm upcasting it at 3rd level, so I can affect both Thalgor and the
Thalgor.
Yeah.
Okay. Thalgor rolls at advantage. That's cocked. Constitution, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
7, modify 20, sorry.
He succeeds.
Yeah. His eyes go black for a moment, but then he shakes it out. Magic. The Eidolon, however, as opposed to, like, any eyes that it has on his face, you just see, like, sort of like an inky black, like a faint inky black cloud, like, appear behind its, smooth, featureless face, and it sort of dots around confused as it's vibrating. Okay, anything else?
No, I think that's all I will need to do at that point. So yeah, and I'll stay in my current position.
Okay. The ghost is going to use its entire action to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, just as far away from Heliod as possible, and end its turn. Scotty, it is your turn.
Okie smokies. I am going to... Yeah, okay. I am going to use my last sorcery point and the extra sorcery point I get from my class to quicken one Gore Spike, and then for my action cast it a second time. So I just bring out 2 Gore Spikes and huck them at Thalgor.
Okay. Just fling them almost like kunai. Attack roll, right?
Yep. At disadvantage because of the Feywind Shard. The first one.
Oh, sorry, saving throw then, not attack roll.
Yes, so Gore Spike is a saving throw.
Right, yeah. Okay.
And yeah, he gets so the first.
And he has advantage on magical effects, so it evens out.
Let's get the Wild Magic table to get the exact wording.
Oh no, sorry. So he has magic resistance, so it imposes disadvantage, but his advantage cancels it out.
So it'd just be a normal thing. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Constitution, yeah.
Yep.
13.
That fails.
Second one,
He
8
gets that one. He'll
total.
get that one at advantage, I believe, because I think it's just the next spell. So he probably gets that one at advantage. Yeah, it's just the next spell, so that one.
10.
Cool.
10 total.
Right. So he takes 2 lots of this. So 9 and 19. 28 necrotic damage.
Shit.
He also has, if he's maintaining concentration at any point, he's got disadvantage on the saving throw for that.
Okie dokie. He is looking real rough.
I'm not going to move again because I don't want to. I don't want to be knocked out by Amalia.
All right. On Bethinia's turn, Eudokia's turn, she is going to size up her options. She turns to you, Heliod, and says, "So don't hurt," as she points to the ghost, holding up her like giant shadow blade.
Well, I don't know. I think they were just blinded, so I don't know if that would still work.
Eudokia shrugs and is going to take a swing at the Eidolon.
I didn't think of that, sorry.
I would say blinded is not damaged. So they are still turned. But Eudokia doesn't know how to interpret what was just said to her, so she's just going to do what she knows how, which is take a swing. It is blind, yes. Yeah, it is blind because it went through, so that means that she has advantage on the attack roll, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So she rolled a 19 to hit, which hits. So creature takes... No, sorry, it doesn't take that because she's not using her short bow. She is using Shadow Blade, or is it? Yeah, Shadow Blade. So she takes... Oh, the Eidolon takes... Oof! 5 points of psychic damage, plus an additional... where is sneak attack? Features and traits, here we go. Plus an additional... The hell is sneak attack? Oh, I'm on Eudokia. Actions. Sneak attack, plus an addition... We said 5 plus 15. 20 points of psychic damage, as again, this magical Shadow Blade just seems to vibrate these things apart as it flies through them. The Eidolon's still alive, but it's looking really rough. Next up, it is the Eidolon's turn. Snapped out of its turning, it is going to try and retaliate against Eudokia. And he's going to swing twice. First hit. Hits. Second hit. Also hits. So Eudokia takes a collective. So 2d8. 18 points of slashing damage, plus 9 points of force damage, so 27. And this time the blades just rend into her, lacerating her arms, and the other one just opening up her thigh. She drops to one knee. She's looking really rough. Eudokia is at 5 hit points. Go. That is the Eidolon's turn. Bithynia, it is your turn.
Okay, let's do an Eldritch Blast. Something new and exciting for me.
Old Faithful, always good.
Yes. Okay. So you want me to roll? Okay, I'll do my.
Yep. Go ahead and go ahead and make your 2 attack rolls.
Okay. 20 for the first one.
That hits.
And 12 for the second one, I guess.
12 total?
Yeah.
12 misses, unfortunately, but the first one does hit.
Okay. So, damage says 15.
15 damage? Bithynia, how would you like to do this?
I already used my teleport, so I can't go over there to do it in person. But yeah, I'd like to remind you of that comment you said about me or the cleric getting on our knees.
Did I?
Yes. Yes, you did.
You'll have to remind me because it sounded hilarious and I can't remember it right now.
It's funny to me because now it'll be you. Yeah. So, I guess you'll...
Oh, the creature. I thought you meant like me as the DM. Well, yes, me as the DM.
It's not that kind of game.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh god, did I say that?
I mean, yes, but no.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, you say that to him and then you take aim, concentrate, and
pew pew.
Boom! And you watch as this narrow lance of light blue eldritch energy goes under, like, hits him in the ribcage, under, passes through his body, and comes out, like impaling him in the energy, coming out his, collarbone, skewering and incinerating his heart in the process. And he looks shocked for a moment. And then pained and mounting horror as he... And he's dead before he hits the water. He just... the echo of his last horrifying scream etched into his face as he just limply falls into the water.
And then I yell back, and that's what you get for touching Amalia.
Wait, no, sorry, he's on the platform, so he just lands on the platform, splayed out. Okay. Amalia, it is your turn.
Question,
Yeah?
because I can't see anything on Foundry. Did we just kill everything?
There is one ghost left that flew very far away.
And the thingy.
Oh, the Eidolon is still there as well.
That nearly killed Dokia.
Where is it though? Because I can't see it.
It is to Idokia's right.
It's to the far right. If you can see where I am, it's like 12 blocks ahead of me.
You've got within 15 feet. You could get to the.
Yeah, you can
Eidolon.
walk to it.
The ghost.
Okay.
Not.
Okay, can I go up to that thing then?
Okay, yeah.
And then, can I just, like, axe the shit out of it?
When you say axe the shit out of it, what does that entail? You can take your normal attack action. Are you using action surge? Are you unleash incarnationing? What is the full are you trying to attack it as much as possible?
Yes, basically.
Okay, cool. So that would be bonus action summon an echo.
And then release the incarnation.
And also take action surge, which would give you a total of 5 attacks.
Can I do that all in like one turn?
Yeah, so
Okay,
that's
I'll
that is a bonus action. Mark off one of your uses of Unleash Incarnation and make 5 attack rolls.
Okay. First attack roll is not good. We'll ignore that and carry on.
What was it?
9.
9 total. 9 misses, unfortunately.
Okay, next one is 26.
26 definitely hits.
Okay. Damage
still blinded.
is...
Oh, you have advantage on
15?
all of these because he's still blinded.
Sorry, I was a bit slow on that.
Yeah, that is it. But anyway, damage 15.
15. Okay, good to know.
Then the next roll is 27.
To hit, definitely hits.
And then slashing damage is 13.
13. Okay, good to know. Again, each one, you're not doing as much damage as you hoped you would, but bit by bit, you seem to be chipping away at it. I forgot, though, because it's still got its vibrating form, these are a disadvantage, which cancels out. So it's fine for the ones at the moment. We'll leave those be. Roll the rest of them normally.
Okay. Next hit is 25.
Definitely hits.
With slashing damage of 10.
Okay.
And then the last one, unfortunately, is a 12.
12 misses and... Wait, 12... No, 12 just hits.
Okay, and then slashing damage is 14.
You cut loose, unleashing an absolute whirlwind of rage and steel between you and your echo. between the two of you guys, you just butcher this thing down to... You almost seem to be blowing it away by fanning your blades as opposed to even slicing it because of its incorporeal form. But by the time you guys are done, it is a sort of ratchety, flittering, near-death, near-true-death mess of itself. Still alive, barely. Next up, Hilira.
Okay, so it's not dead yet?
It's not dead yet, it is
okay,
barely alive.
I will go over and I'll hit it.
You're gonna make an attack roll?
Yeah. If
okay,
I can
go ahead.
Move over, I think I could with my movement.
Oh, yeah. You got plenty of movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're in range right there, so...
Okie dokie. I will use my rapier.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
16?
16 hits, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. 7 points of damage.
And with the proverbial cherry on top, Hilira, how would you like to do this?
I just want to have my rapier. I just want to go, that was so mean! And that's it.
Yep. It really only takes one of those swings, because this thing flies apart like a house of cards. It was... It's like it did 12 rounds with Mike Tyson, and then someone came along and just flicked it in the forehead, and that's what the... you deftly, with expert precision, bring your Mycenian rapier down and just... As opposed to even slashing at it, you jump up and then just drive your rapier straight down, and it parts this thing like the Red Sea, and it just never reforms. Flies apart like mist, leaving a just small coagulation of glittering dust on the ground. Next up, it is Calliope's turn.
Okay, everyone's really badly hurt at this point. So, as a... something that can heal everyone, something. I'm going to use a Bardic Inspiration to grant 8 temporary... no, we don't need to do that actually, because we're nearly at the end of combat anyway, or if we are. I am going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on... close ones here, it's going to be on Eudokia, so I move 1 step east and cast that onto Eudokia.
Okay, she heals how much?
That is, at a 3rd level, that is 3d8 plus 5. Which I can roll if you need, when we get it. 3d8 plus 5. 19 hit points for Eudokia.
Cool. And she feels a lot better. Thank you.
I can't cast Healing Word as a bonus action because it's not a cantrip. Otherwise I'd get Hilira as well. And instead I will... I don't think there's much else I can do for my bonus action, so I think we're going to leave it there. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there.
Okay. Next up it is the Ghost's turn. Unless Turn Undead has a repetition of the saving throw, which I don't think it does. Remind me? It has to spend its whole action again, and you just guys watch as it finally floats through the wall and vanishes out of sight. Okay, I am not going to say combat is... Okay, and sorry, that's the end of its turn, as it just floats through the wall. Because combat technically isn't over, but you guys are all still, but like, there's nothing here for the moment, I will say, what is everybody doing for the next 6 seconds?
Another cure wounds for Hilira.
I'm gonna do mass healing word at 3rd level.
Okay, go ahead and everybody roll them. Both of you roll them hit points.
Yep.
So that's 6 creatures within 60 feet. So would Bithynia be within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo! Thank you.
You're welcome.
And how many hit points do I get from this?
I'm rolling it for you. Why did I do that? That was the wrong button, was it? Yeah, it was. Sorry. 1 sec.
And I don't know at what point I should tell people that I can see some stuff. Kind of.
All right, everyone's done their thing.
I don't know how many hit
You have
points
1
I'm
turn.
6.
Oh, right.
6 hit points?
Yeah, everybody heals 6 hit points.
You Hilira heal another 23.
Thank you.
No worries.
Okie dokie.
Calliope will say, "Sorry it took so long to get to you. Are you all right?"
Oh, yeah. I'm fine. Just,
Fine.
hurts. You know?
All right, Amalia, would you like to spend your turn doing anything?
Question, is there
Yeah.
anything, like, around us?
Make a perception check.
Perception. Where is perception?
I think Skotinos' action is going to be attempting to.
15.
15. Okay, you see 2 tunnels. They're like 2 more tunnels that lead this way and this way. And you see just a glow of something back this way beyond the pillars. It's too far to see what, though.
Can I approach the pillars and check what it is?
Yeah, sure.
La, 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 la.
Which way are you approaching the pillars? Okay, so you step into the water, and I need you to please make a wisdom saving throw for me.
I'm not good at those.
So yeah, okay, to be clear, you would have had to step into the water, go up to the plateau, still in the water, and then climb up onto the plateau.
16?
16 succeeds. You can keep moving forward. Nothing happens to you. However, sorry, just a point of clarification. Past the first step, it now goes over your head. It's about 10 feet deep here, so it would be an additional 10 feet of movement instead of 5 to reach this point. And then it would cost you approximately 20 feet to just get up onto the platform here, because it's you have to climb.
Okay.
So you can spend your full 35 feet to get up onto the platform, but that's as far as you can get, unless you take the dash action.
Can I take the dash action?
Yes, you can. So you can move another 35 feet.
Skotinos would like to travel west, and he's going to try and jump over this thinner ravine using Mirthful Leap.
Cool. So your jump distance is normally what is it again? How does one calculate a jump distance? I always forget.
Me too. I'll get Mirthful Leap while you do that.
Okay, jumping. Long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on your foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance. Either way, each foot you clear on the jump costs a foot of movement. Apparently.
Yep.
Cool.
That works. And then for Mirthful Leap, because I've also given myself the distance that I need. Where are you? It's under race. Mirthful Leap. Whenever I make a long or high jump, I can roll a d8 and add that number to the number of feet I cover, even when making a standing jump. So I will roll that d8. Have to do it manually as well. Boop. Did that roll? Don't think that did. Okay. Hey, 8. So
easy. It's only 10 feet, so it's like 18 feet. So you clear that no problem.
Cool. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to there. And then a dash action as well. 5. Do this by keyboard. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to here.
Okay, you are now up onto the plateau, and you can see the beginnings of what looks like another room to your immediate left. Okay, if everybody is satisfied with the actions they took, at this point, the ghost, who took 5 points of force damage from being inside the wall, comes out again. 5, 10... Oops, sorry. 10. 15, 20, 25, 30. This runs diagonally. And, I can't possess at that distance. So it is going to just use Horrifying Visage. No, it's going to use... No, yeah, because it can't reach. It's going to use Horrifying Visage. Amalia, I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw. As this thing... like, what was previously just like an ethereal human face, all of a sudden, like jump scare style, and like it just reveals this rotted skull face that just screams this high pitch at you. That chills you to your core.
17.
17? No effect. You have seen way worse than this. Alright, that is the end of that is the ghost's turn. Scott, it is your turn again, because it's going in original turn order.
Yep. I have no spells or abilities that I can use that I believe I can do to hold this. So instead, I'm going to I spent my turn up just point over to Glide and go, "It's back! It's back! Shoot it!" That's it.
Okay. Eudokia's turn. Eudokia's still got the blade up. The Phantom Blade. Or the Shadow Blade, sorry. I keep calling it the wrong thing. What is the range on the... 60 feet would probably reach, I think. Yes. So she's just going to fling the blade. She just like does this arc with her hand and just launches the blade from her scythe-like palm, which flies forward. It does have disadvantage because it's the blade's long range. But so the low one was a 12 plus 7, 19, still hits. No sneak attack or nothing, it's unfortunately just the blade's weapon damage. But she does deal 17 points of psychic damage. Cool. And will bonus action resummon the blade to her hand. Man, Shadow Blade is an amazingly underrated spell. Okay, that is the end of Eudokia's turn. It is Bithynia's turn.
Okay, I'm just curious. Do you all think that you have that under control? Because I would like to... Can anyone even hear me? I'm over here by myself.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can kind of see some things. I'm going to use part of my movement first to just check over here.
Okay, you do see another boiler and what looks like an additional tunnel that leads somewhere else back the way the entrance to the cave is. This room's definitely smaller though, but similar to the other ones.
Unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna try to nuke this ghost down.
Alright, pop pop.
Pew pew! Okay. I get 2 Eldritch Blasts, potentially. Maybe. My first roll is a 19, plus my modifier puts me at 27.
27 definitely hits.
And then my second roll, my second d20, is only a 15. Does that hit?
15 also hits.
Okay, so I'll do 2 damage. First one is 10 damage, and the second one is 8 damage. So 18 total. Please?
Okay.
Pew, pew.
Bithynia, how would you like to do this?
I would say that I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Just the ghost turns to greet your oncoming Eldritch Blasts, and in that moment, its sort of vengeful spirit gaze softens for a moment, and you just hear a "thank you" escape its lips before it is just atomized out of existence. And combat is officially over. Let me drop the music.
Good job.
Let's go. I wish I could stack temporary hit points for the kills. That would be broken, but I would enjoy it.
That'd be amazing.
Is anyone harmed? Anyone still need healing?
Eudokia will raise her hand.
Alright, Calliope will then pop in another... I'm going to say another first level cure wounds. 'Cause I think we need to, just in case something else attacks us, I need to ration some of my power. 10 hit points total.
Very well.
Are you better or do you need a little more? I can help.
Cool, so I'm going to pause it for a second just so we can just keep a lid on things for a moment. Just using that new system. Sorry, 1 second, I forgot about one thing. Okay, so, you guys take a moment. And it seems real quiet. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to try and follow Scotinos with the jump. If I could.
Okay, so you get a 10-foot run up and you jump. Go ahead and make a... Oh no, so what is your strength score?
Oh god, I don't know. 10?
10? Yeah. Barely, but you can... You sort of... You land on the edge and you're like, whoa! But you're good.
Okay, great.
I'm probably going to slide up next to Amalia and just like go up to her and go, "You feeling yourself again now?"
The kitty is back.
You hit really hard, by the way. I know you know that.
Yeah,
but
I'm
you
really
hit
sorry.
That's okay. I'm sorry I threw termites at you.
It's okay. And she hugs you like really like tight and squeezy. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. I wonder what this is then. And
Okay,
turns and
so
looks up north.
Okay, so yeah, you see a tunnel that appears to lead somewhere else. You wish to move into that tunnel.
Is this where the light is coming from?
Oh, you want to move towards the light?
Yep.
Yes, you can absolutely move towards the light.
Cautiously.
Cool. So you cautiously move that way. As you step through, you come into another cave. This one has, where this room had maybe some carved pillars or the semblance of a lair, this one just is completely unworked stone. There is an additional pool in here, and you step towards it, and it's about 30 feet across. It's like, in terms of diameter, it's roughly circular. And you step forward and you can just about make out, peering into the water, a huge mound of coins, artwork, weapons, and you quickly get the sense that everything that this creature extorted through its liquor seems to have been dumped in here.
But it's in the water.
Question.
It is in the water. It's about 10 feet down, and the actual mound is about, 10 feet high.
Okay.
Yes, Amalia?
Can I see this? Because I'm standing, like, a couple feet behind him.
If you choose to go with him, yes, you can see this.
Okay,
So you
cool.
can
I'll
walk up to
go
him.
with Scotty.
Okay.
You can get
Question,
that.
is the water... Is the water
Sorry,
the
what?
flaming water? Is the water the flaming water?
Flaming water?
From, like, the pool that was behind us? Is it, like, the
that's
same
not flaming,
kind of
it's just
pool?
sort of like a faint blue glow with like a black brackishness to it in the center. But yes, it is the same kind of water.
So it will cause issues for getting.
Did you find anything? Says Calliope, as she is also going to run. What is Calliope's strength score?
You've got it's a -1.
So it's a 9?
Mhm.
Alright, well, she's gonna have to make an athletic check if she wants to clear that. She is going to run and rolls a, Fortunately, being a bard, she still gets half her proficiency anyway, so... Well, it's +0, so she rolled a, 13, and, yeah, if it had been, like, drastically shorter, I would have said a 13 doesn't succeed, but she only needs the extra foot, so... She sort of, like, hits her knee against the edge of the rock, and she, like, ah! But
And
she...
I'm calling like, oh, we find yourself. Wait, are you okay? What?
She's
okay.
like, fuck, and then she just walks up to you guys,
Oh.
I'm good, what'd you see?
Could I loot the body? Is there still a body of the big guy?
The big guy is on the plateau. Oh, right, yeah, sorry, I forgot you didn't move. I didn't move you up to... Alright, that's gone now, and Eudokia will also move up. You can, yeah, go ahead and make a general investigation check.
Calliope, can you still do the mage, the hand gesture?
She snaps her fingers and a little ethereal mage hand appears.
And I point at the things underneath. Just as it seems rather cold, but that looks like a lot of good stuff.
We're gonna be here a while if I do it this way, says Calliope. And also, I'll just be the party pooper and say we did agree that we'd give most of this back.
We need to get it out to do that, though.
Yeah. Can we
Question?
not call someone, says Calliope.
Maybe.
Question. Guys, over here.
Yes, Amalia,
I
says
have a question
Calliope.
for the DM, but I'm also going to ask it as Amalia to the group.
Okay.
If I turn into another echo and the echo goes inside, would that work or not?
I don't know. Because I don't know how you're able to do it in the first place. I just know it's really cool.
Would the echo be able to go in there?
You don't know. You can certainly try. You would
Can I
know
try?
that... Yeah, you would know that if it doesn't work, there's no consequence, because it's the echo, not you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Can I try that?
And you have that thing now, it's at level 7 you get it, I think, right? Where you can have the echo more as like a drone.
Yeah.
Maybe just double check that that's the case. Echo avatar, yeah.
I think so.
Great, yeah, okay, cool. So you kind of sit there, and Bithynia, you recognize this. It's very, very familiar to where you're, when you go into Couplet's body, or to control her. Amalia just stands back, summons an echo, and then her eyes roll back, and she kind of just stands there, whilst the echo, this sort of shadowy version of Amalia, stands around and actually just talks through her. Oh wait, can you talk through it?
I don't think so, can I?
No, you can't. But you can see through its eyes and hear through its ears.
Okay, can I just wave at everyone before, like, I dive in?
Oh,
Yep,
this
you
one's
wave at
weird.
everyone.
Because you've never done this before, have you? We've only used you kind
No,
of appearing
I've
as
never done this before.
Ugh. Hello.
And ploof!
Now, it doesn't specifically specify you can pick stuff up with the echo, but it just it wouldn't make sense if it didn't. So I may revisit that upon rereading it. But I will, for the purposes of this, we'll say yes for the moment. I hate it when stuff is vague. Okay, the echo jumps and dives into the water. Upon contact with the water, please make a wisdom saving throw. It's the echo, but it is still technically you, so wisdom saving throw.
5.
The echo suffers a point of exhaustion as its energy is just drained out. It's like life force is drained out of it. It's still moving, but ability checks are a disadvantage for the moment.
I'm glad we
But
didn't
the echo quickly sinks to the bottom and is there. Underwater.
I rolled a 19, by the way, for the body.
19. You don't find any items on it per se, but you are able to slide its various bits of jewelry and adoration off, and you examine its horns, and you get the sense you may be able to flake the gold off. There's not a small amount of gold there.
Can I try and find the heart of the creature to
I'll say make a
with me?
survival check. While you're doing that, Amalia, your echo has sunk to the bottom, is holding its breath. What would you like it to do?
Can it try picking up stuff?
Okay, you see piles and piles of gold, silver, and copper and platinum coins. Are you wanting to pick up gold, or you do see a few other items here and there?
Well, question, what are the weapons?
You see some nice-looking, also some other less nice-looking swords, axes. There's a great axe there somewhere. There's like a labrys somewhere. It looks like a two-handed axe. You do also see various bits and bobs of like daggers and other things like that. You see one really nice helmet that seems to be done in the that seems to be styled like a Milesian hoplite, but what sets it apart is that where most where most hoplite helms have a full blue plume that goes down the back, or at least the ones that have plumes do. This one, the plume isn't even, or as in it's not. It's a thin plume that's about this tall, and the actual crest it's perched upon is much taller. The crest starts at about 1 inch tall at the back here, and then gets longer as it goes up the head, and ends in like a 12-inch tall. Oh no, sorry, more like a 10-inch metal part here, like a fin almost, and then that fin on top of it has a short blue plume. It is a nice-looking hoplite helm.
Can I pick that up?
Okay.
But can
you see
I
a couple.
scoop Can I scoop the coins into the hoplite?
Okay. I will let you pick up the helm and take one big scoop of coins as an action. What are you doing now?
And then I also take the great axe and try and make my way up.
Okay, I'm going to need you to make an athletics check to even move, because you are holding two very heavy things. And you're in full plate, just keep that in mind.
So, athletics?
Yeah.
10?
I will say you can move, so you can move just about to where the surface is, like the echo crests the surface, but that's it.
What do you mean? I don't understand what that means.
You have not been able to swim out of the pool yet, because you had to use your full movement, kicking as hard as you could to get up out of the pool. You are weighed down incredibly.
Calliope, help her out with the helmet.
Calliope snakes her mage hand out, and, what's the, let me just double check the, maximum carrying capacity of a mage hand. Because a helm full of coins would, I'm gonna say, clocks in at, let's say, 10 pounds. I'm gonna say 10 pounds.
You can't carry more than 10 pounds. So 10 pounds is the limit.
So, you see Calliope like a bead of sweat as she's like... like, the mage hand is sort of like, goes up and down a couple times, waves, but is able to drop the, like, clatter the helm on the ground, and the coins just spill out of it. Calliope pants, why don't we call someone, and, see what else is in here?
I rolled
you guys teleport someone
Oh,
now?
sorry. I rolled a natural 20 on my survival for my heart.
Okay. Do you have a dagger or something?
I
don't think you do.
I have my rapier and I have a spear.
Alright, okay, so you grab the spear by close to where the head is, and use it almost like a knife, and you pretty much spatchcock, this, Eater of Hope, and just rip its chest open. Where its heart was, you see a smoldering crater.
Aww. Well, that's no fun. I'll take the jewels. No. And I'll
You hear a familiar voice in your ear, say, "That head would make fantastic ornamentation, though."
Want to take the horns?
No, the whole head, my dear. Treat yourself.
And I'll start cutting the head
And the
off.
sound of footsteps running away. Yeah, cutting the head off. It's a rapier, so you're gonna be there a second, but Amalia has a giant axe. She can absolutely help you remove the head.
Okay.
And just point of order, this is a large creature, so the head is like this big.
I will also call out for somebody if they have a haversack or something we can put it in, because I have a backpack, but I don't think the head will fit in there.
It's probably not going to fit in your guys' bag of holding after Heliodor relays this information.
Well, I'll take the jewels and the horns then. It's no fun.
You can carry the head with you. It's just going to be a bit of
Can I carry the head?
Yeah. The head, I mean, it's not made out of lead. It's heavy, but not insurmountably heavy. It's no heavier than a heavy duffel bag.
I can carry the head, I don't mind.
Okay. Should we try and scoop up some more coins while we're at it? I have a shield I can use.
It would be nice to be sure we would get some pay before someone else comes and gives us a cut.
Question. If we need to get someone to, like, dive into that pool, how the hell are we going to do that? Can anyone teleport someone?
Calliope is right. It's possible that the Merlitian military could, or rather, they could send someone, or they could probably get the mages to...
they can at least bring long sticks.
But having some coin before they scoop it all up, or maybe just the platinums. I'm pretty sure that's a... Well, no, maybe that's a silver. I can't tell from this light.
Yeah,
Question,
Calliope says...
Is the hoplite... Is the hoplite with us now? Like, is it on where we are?
It's on the floor
what?
with the skirts
The
around.
helmet?
All the
Yeah.
coins have kind of like scattered around it, and Scutinius has kind of
Yeah.
like stopped one from falling in with his hoof.
Calliope,
I call Bithynia.
sorry, 1 second. No, go ahead, Amalia. Calliope can do her thing second.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, can I call Bithynia over to like see if she knows like anything about the like difference within the hot pie or something?
Hey, where is Bithynia?
Bithynia's chilling over here. I was checking out my own little situation.
Right, yes. My apologies.
Roll for initiative.
Cool. So during this, we'll come back to the group. But Bithynia, so you've walked into this area. You've seen this big boiler. You see one additional tunnel that leads somewhere you don't know where.
Yep.
Is there anything else you'd like to do here?
No, because I nuked the ghost, and then I just kind of chilled over here, and then I've just been, Couplet and I have been having a moment, just.
It's a little box of figs comes out and just having a
Yeah. I did my job, but
Yep.
I'm guessing.
Work hard, play hard.
Yeah. So I'm guessing there's some assistance needed over there that I can help. Maybe some history checks potentially.
You do hear Amalia ask something of the sort loudly in your direction.
Okay.
Yes.
So.
Very well.
Amalia,
yeah, it's easy. Yeah, it's
do
easy
you-
enough to walk over there.
Okay.
And she hands you that helm that was described before. And just point of reference, you guys. I'll show you guys a picture of it. 1 second.
Point of reference: if you teleport and use the bridges, you don't get mucked up by the liquid.
Pro gamer move.
Oh yeah, and
So meta.
I'm assuming Amalia would have relayed what the effects of the water were.
Get a star next to my name. Okay, what are we doing? We're looking at this helm.
Sorry, just
And
pull.
am I doing a history roll on this, or are we just going to?
I will leave it up to you. So 1 second, just pulling it up its thing. So the helmet, which I will pop into Skype, looks like this. Oh, point of order, I should switch back to normal
Ooh, that is
View.
so cool.
main layout.
Oh, they're pretty.
Yeah, so you understand sort of, it's got that longer crest with the shorter plume at the top, which definitely sets it apart.
I think I definitely might have cataloged something like this back at the university. Yeah.
As a native Miletian, Bithynia, you definitely recognize it as belonging to a thaumaturge of some description. Not thaumaturge, sorry. A member of the Reverend Army, as in hoplites trained specifically in magic. And along the crest, especially in the middle of those pillars that are in between each hole, you do notice some small glyphs.
Ah, okay. So with that, I definitely would like. So that'd be my Arcana, right? Because I'd like to recall.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can absolutely let you roll an Arcana check on this one.
So I'm pretty sure I know about this, and I rolled a 17. Do I know?
Okay, so you get a pretty good idea. It's a lot of the script is glyphs for abjuration magic specifically, and you get the sense that it magically enhances your chance to not get hit. So it is a +1 helmet. And reading along, you study some of the smaller glyphs on the inner lining of the helmet more, and you begin to get an understanding that this helmet does seem to require attunement, and has some kind of a spell storing function to it. That is what you can gather.
Okay. And does everybody else know this, or do I need to tell the party?
You would need to tell the party.
Okay. In case nobody heard that. We should keep this helmet. It definitely has some useful properties, and I don't know, is it only applicable to the person wearing it? Can anyone wear this?
We're getting into territory where we're supplanting the identify spell, which I'm a little reticent to do, so I'm gonna say that that's as much as you can glean with the roll you gleaned on your Arcana check.
Interesting. This helm, I don't know who this would be helpful for, but it definitely would be helpful for someone who can wear armor and or has spellcasting abilities, yeah?
Who has the least prettiest hair should wear it. It helps. You don't see the hair, you don't know. Makes sense.
I think my horns might cause a bit of issue. Unless I kind of like rested it over my horns.
That would look kind of cool.
And I can't cast spells.
Calliope just says, why don't we get it looked at properly before deciding?
I think that'd be good. I
idea.
can't wear it. I have a situation where I can't wear armor, and I believe that applies to headgear as much as I would like it. However, I do believe we know someone back in town who would be a good gauge of what this is.
For the purposes of just simplifying the things for you, just as a DM note, let me put it that way, this is a wondrous item. This is not considered heavy armor. Anyone can just put a helmet on. It's more the actual armor that has a chance of restricting movement that requires proficiency in order to use correctly. A helmet can be worn without incurring that.
It's definitely Miletian in make as well.
Definitely Miletian.
Okay.
The rich oceanic blue, the rich cerulean, that is the blue portions of the blue and white helm is unmistakable, and also it's got the sort of half-trident shape of Meletis etched into the forehead here, as well as other filigree around the side that reminds you of, like, sea creatures and things like that.
It's very pretty.
Calliope... I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that.
Dark and scary. And full of mystery.
Dear Lord.
Sorry.
You're not wrong.
I
You are
apologize
not wrong.
profusely. Not appropriate. I'm gonna, Skatinus is going just to move on swiftly, pretend I didn't say that. Skatinus is going to go over to the body, Sand's head, or whatever has been butchered. And I'm going to use one of my remaining vials, and I'm going to attempt to acquire some of its blood.
Okay, go ahead and make a survival check.
I shall do. Oh, a natural 20. And as
Easy
I'm
enough.
doing so, I'm going, what's new, Eater of? Whoa, 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 whoa. What's new, Eater of? Whoa, 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 whoa. And then
Okay,
I'll
I will
go
say-
and I go, kitty cat, you got possessed, and then lots of times been hit by you. So go kick the ass of the Eater of Woe. And he'll just carry on singing to himself as he's just like draining the blood out of the,
Okay,
the neck
how
hole.
many, how many vials do you have left?
Let's get the correct number. Vials.
And how much do the vials hold again? Just for my own reference.
We have been. It should have the description actually when I find it. Vial. They contain 4 ounces. They can contain up to 4 ounces of liquid. I have remaining 10 vials. One of them has had someone else's blood in, but it was consumed by a spell.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d20, and you are able to gather that many ounces of this thing's blood.
Okay.
11 ounces.
Okay, two and nearly 3 full vials. Cool.
Pretty good, yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Calliope sort of examines her surroundings a bit, and just turns to you, Amalia. Do you see anything else down there?
Do I see anything else out down there?
You guys all start to peer over, and you can see the pile. You can see the other things on it. I'll say anyone who wants to can make a perception check.
Question.
Yes?
You know, to the right and the left, there's 2 other tunnels.
Yeah?
Have we gone down those tunnels?
Nope.
You have not yet. Calliope will just ask generally to the group, is there anyone that can, like, I don't know, see magic or something, just so we can refine our search a little bit?
Oh, I think that might be one of my situations. I definitely have, let me redact this statement. Is this one of my, I think this might be one of my...
3, by the way, 1%.
Sorry, say that again, Virla?
Sorry. I rolled a 23 on my perception. Do I see anything in the water?
Oh, right. In terms of what catches your eye, you do see a few... You see 3 small bottles with... You can just about make out a familiar-looking red liquid in it. You've seen these once or twice. These are healing potions. Can't really judge their...
Sorry. Could I try and use my shield to, like, scoop them towards me?
It is 10 feet down. It is 10 feet down before you... Yeah. With a modified 20, yeah, you see... So you see 4 bottles. 3 bottles... 4 clear bottles. One of them... Oh, sorry. 4 of the... I can't talk tonight. 3 of them have a familiar-looking red liquid in it. One of them seems to have a clear liquid and has a... strange-looking cork stoppering it. You can just about make out what looks like a scroll in one corner.
Oh, somebody hold me back or I'll jump in the pool. There are healing potions.
Calliope just like sends her hand down and says, "Give me a minute." And just one by one will fish out 3 healing potions and 1 other of something that you don't recognize. So it's a potion bottle that's about this big, and it's, as opposed to being perfectly circular, it's more ovular with the thing coming out here. The liquid inside is perfectly clear. And you look closely, you swear the, cork stoppering it has a teeny tiny potted plant inside it. That's like a little fern.
I'll go over to Bithynia and I'm like, do you know what this is? And I'll hold the thingy that I don't know what it is. There's a plant.
I might. I can do Arcana on this, correct?
You don't have enough to go on off of this one, unfortunately. Arcana would be generally the study of, the study of, like, you know, magical glyphs or other sort of things you might be familiar with, and you've not really seen anything like this.
Well, okay, my apologies, cleric. I do not know. However...
Okay, I'll just go back and look at the coins.
Can I drink it and see what happens? Just kidding, JK. JK.
I will... The other 3, however, you do recognize as being 2 regular healing potions and 1 greater healing potion. And Calliope again says, again, if we just wait, like, to get back to the city, I'm sure everyone can... I'm sure we can figure out what all this stuff does. Does anyone have ability to send magical messages?
I'm just going to put it out there that I'm a little bit shocked at that response based on how much this party drinks. You would be shocked that I would try it. However,
I can unequivocally say that I 100% know the properties of every single thing I have ever drunk. And I plan to keep it that way, so that is just why I had that reaction.
Also, if it's really, really cool, but has a limited effect, and you've drunk it, then we can't do it again. Like, what if it turns you into a tree? I mean, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
maybe
what
you should
if you
drink
turn
it.
into plants? That's scary. And he can't talk. Also, I can send messages tomorrow after we do a long sleep.
I have, well, un momento, por favor. I don't know if this would be helpful, but I do have the ability because we haven't really ventured, and I did see a dead end, kind of a dead end with a tunnel. I have detect evil and good, and I don't know if that would help, but I do have spell slots left. So don't know if that would help or something, or if I have something else that might help. Maybe that's not what I want in life.
I suppose we still haven't worked out how they did this in full, or how they created this cursed stuff.
Should we try and figure that out and then just fluffernutter it all?
They could have. It depends on if they needed a recipe or they had the.
Oh, Calliope slaps her forehead. We need the recipe. We got to keep looking. We should get moving.
That's. We would need
Forgot
that.
we were out here for a reason.
Is there anything like? Well, what about all the stuff down here? Is there? Could it be hidden amongst here, like any scrolls or like parchments that look important?
Calliope does fish the one scroll out of the that she did see out of the pile of coins and holds it out to you, Bithynia.
Can I check this? Maybe.
Yes, absolutely. This is textbook definition of Arcana check.
Okay. Proficient with a plus 11. However, after all this battle, maybe I'm not that proficient. 25.
Ooh, that's high.
Yeah, skill expert. High. Skill expert, expertise in Arcana.
Wow, yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, easy. It is a scroll of banishment.
Ooh.
Oh, we should keep that.
That's so cool. We could do it together. We can banish together.
Oh, okay. We're going back to the city together?
Calliope says, I'll ask again though, does anyone have the ability to see magic? I'd hate to miss something.
I believe my blood can dispel some magical effects, but actually see the magic in its first place, I don't think so.
Yeah, I can dispel it, but I can't see it.
Okay, remind me what you rolled on your perception check, Hilira?
23.
Okay, well, I'll say actually with a 23 at your behest, at your direction, Calliope pulls out the last thing that stood out other than just generic artwork, which was, you see it glint ever so slightly and it seems to glow faintly orange. She pulls out what looks like a small glass ornament.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Very pretty.
Like shiny.
It looks like a small candle flame, but it's sort of hollowed out. It's like it's got a hole in the middle. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I think I've got a picture here somewhere.
I'm just imagining like those candles that you just put like AA batteries in. It's probably not that.
You're not a million miles off. I mean...
Do I have a fizz rep?
Sorry, I realize this is taking forever. Just gotta delete something from the picture, because it does have the name of the thing on the picture, but I will send it in Skype. Oh, wait, why didn't it do it? Ah, no, good, it did do it. This is what it looks like. Yeah, it's about 4 inches tall.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's interesting. Really pretty. Do you think we can touch it? Do you think it'll do something bad if we touch it?
Last time I saw something like that, it summoned elementals.
Calliope casually, flips her mage hand over, and it drops into Calliope's hand, and she's like, wait a second. Seems okay.
Okay.
Should we keep looking, though, and put a pin in this stuff?
Yeah, how many coins do we have now?
I didn't actually properly count them, but I probably piled them up, ready for people to take as many as they want.
Yeah, you guys haven't counted them yet.
No. I've piled them out. I've probably piled them and then I've split them equally, roughly.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's stuff. And then I will pick up my portion.
Yeah, I'll
I've
start
just
counting
easily.
mine.
So I would have created...
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Calliope's
like,
pick up
count-
mine as well.
Count later formula now.
But I want to know how much I have.
Well, put it in a separate pouch, and then you can count it when we get out.
Fine.
All right.
We all get 1/6 of the
Cool.
the coinage.
So, which way are you guys headed?
Right.
Okay, cool. So,
Wherever the thing you said was important.
all right. So, back the way you guys came, then, to the area Bithynia was in.
Yeah,
Okay.
alright.
Yeah.
Cool. So, can I get a marching order? Actually,
They'll
just for the
probably
purpose
be
of this,
the-
I'll say that you guys easily enough make your ways into that additional area. And yeah, so this area seems to be another boiler room, slightly smaller one this time. You see a tunnel, and looking down it, you can just about make out the other room that got blown to high heaven that you guys were in originally, where the two helmed horrors were. It's just a narrow, about 20-foot long tunnel with a few little alcoves on the side to side. And you do see a... actually, let me double check something. Yeah, intense heat radiates from this 40-foot long hallway. At the far end, you see the charred remains of the original room that you guys were in previously. Yeah. You just feel like a intense heat come out of this room.
Check for traps.
Calliope says,
mark?
Amalia, can that thing of yours, can your echo, like, go in for us?
Yeah, probably.
Should we stand back, guys?
Alrighty.
Right.
Oop.
Cool, you guys step all the way back. Amalia, you summon another echo. How would you like to proceed?
Well, let it go in.
Alright, your guys watch as the echo walks forward. It steps 10 feet into the tunnel before whooshing, a heavy iron door shuts, traps the echo completely. Amalia, you looking through the echo's eyes, watch as the door at the other end also shuts. With a similar, just heavy iron thing that just slams down. And, Amalia, you see two fire elementals erupt out of, holes in the ground and just instantly incinerate your echo and you're brought back out. You guys see a small, like, slit in the, iron door just erupt in golden fiery light.
That was me about to say there wasn't going to be a...
So that was fiery, so we're not going down there.
Calliope's like, I guess that's the oven?
Ah.
Huh? Huh?
Could we make it malfunction and blow it up?
What if you did it again, Amalia? Has that... was it if it was a trap and that triggered it? Or is that just how it works? Not that I want...
Point of
to-
order, it is still a raging inferno and the doors are shut.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's a trap.
Did feel like it. Well, that cooks...
Can we check
Can we
the
look at that?
barrels in this room?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'll help.
Okay.
I will pick up the stein.
Yep.
In case it's good drinking.
I rolled a 1. I'm thinking about bread.
12.
How can you think about bread when we're surrounded by
Honestly,
potentially really
there
great
isn't
liquor?
much in this room. Some more barrels, a few of them empty, a few of them full, and another distillery tank. There's really nothing noteworthy in this room.
Okay, so other room?
Other room, says Calliope.
Could we blow the room up. Could somebody send, theoretically, an Eldritch Blast at the barrel, blow it up? No use. No barrels.
Thanks to Caven.
Yeah, I don't want to risk that until the last possible second. I'd rather wait for, like, a wizard who can teleport out to do this for us.
I can teleport me and another person. But that's it. And only where I can see.
Let's... Not saying we don't
Let's
do it.
just go to the other room. Let's just go to the other room.
There's
And I
not
do-
many floors, but there are
Well,
some.
Calliope's like, we'll put a pin in that. Alright, so which way is everybody going?
Back.
So
To the
you guys
other
go back.
corridor.
You guys go back to the platform. I'll just motion, and you have two tunnels, one to the left and one to your right.
Look at the right.
Okay, where do you guys want to go?
I say right.
And right we go.
Okay. You guys make your way. Scotty, please make a dexterity saving throw as you step on, as you put your foot down, and a blue, is it blue? Let me just double check. Sorry, no, a yellow glyph, just glows underneath you.
Dexterity, you said, yeah?
Yeah, you're like,
Let's have a look.
as a lightning glyph of warding goes off.
This would be a magical effect.
Yes, it is definitely a magical effect, so you would have advantage.
Okay, which is good because my first roll is 16. My second roll is another natural 20. Fuck.
Okay,
Oh,
so you
23.
you only take.
Sorry, everyone.
I mean, this is probably not actually going to be that bad. Oh, I say that now. 15. Okay, so it would have been 31 points of lightning damage, but you succeeded, so it's half 15. As just arcs of lightning, like Palpatine style, just erupt, and my headphones have run out of battery. But yeah, arcs of lightning erupt out of the ground, and you jump out of a way, avoiding the worst of it, but you are still racked with electricity, and spend about 10 seconds on the ground convulsing as if you'd been tased.
Can I use what do you call it to reduce the damage?
Is it an attack roll specifically?
Just says it reduces any damage received by 1d12 plus your constitution.
Then yes, you can. Yeah.
Okay, 1d12 plus constitution, so I roll a 12. Fucking hell, I'm doing really well. 12 plus constitution. So I reduce it by 15. So I technically take the damage. So I stand there and I sort of get shocked and I kind of like convulse, but then I kind of just like stand there and you get the impression like I could have moved a little bit further out than I actually did. And I'm just like,
yeah. Okay. You guys then do, however, see the glyph. Just where the glyph was, it's like just black and seared into the shape of the glyph, but it seems to have expanded itself.
Hilira's gonna run over and be like, "Is this a fun trap? Can I try it?" Because she's a toddler.
Yep.
Can I try? It looks really fun. Move!
Shall I pull her back? Before, like...
Too late, she was too quick. So you stand where the glyph is, Hilira. Nothing happens.
Darn it! You took all the fun. But next time, check for traps. Even if they're fun.
Yeah.
And
yes.
You step into this room and you see more of the water. But this one is pouring out of stone dragon heads into a fountain.
Does it look like fresh water this time, or...?
No, this is the same kind of magical water.
Can we see anything in the water?
No, but just question: is there anybody else following?
I'm probably following.
I'm going.
Okay, you
Ran
guys
over.
all one after the other pour into this room, and you guys look about, and you looking around. I assume you guys are looking around.
I'm probably looking specifically at the mouths that are.
You don't see anything around the mouths per se, but you do see lining the rim of the and on the bottom of the fountain more magical glyphs.
Okay.
You would be able to point them out to Bithynia.
Hey. Sorry. Hey, look. It's one. It's a bit wibbly, but that one there. Is that one?
It's not.
There.
Yeah, it's easy enough to spot after he's pointed them out to you. It's just lining this fountain every which way. Go ahead and make an Arcana check, Bithynia.
Whew. All right. So far so good. I'm feeling that the brains has been better than the bronze. However, at this point, I'm getting a little bit wary. It's 16.
16 total?
Yeah.
The advanced mechanics or the sort of machinations of it are beyond you, unfortunately, but you do get the sense why. This is ancient and dark stuff. There's sections of it are in what you have to assume is abyssal. And it is just row after row, scroll after scroll of ancient curses. Sorry, point of order, actually. This was my mistake. You would notice, Scotty, that the water coming out of the dragon's heads does look normal.
Perfect. Okie dokie.
And there do seem to be grates or channels in the bottom of the fountain that you gather lead somewhere else, maybe in the larger rivers in the main level.
Alright. In that case, I am going to attempt. Let me just make sure I've got my slots correctly assigned because I've already used that spell.
Can I ask, what is everyone's passive perception?
Passive perception for me is 13.
13? Okay.
15.
Where is... Oh, never mind.
Under saving throws. Actually, it depends on what platform you're on, but normally it'd be under saving throws.
Well. I see that I have a +3 to perception.
Yeah, so it should be probably 11 for you then, unless you're also proficient in perception.
You have 13.
It's
You have 13 as well.
Yeah, 13 as well.
Yeah.
It was 15 for you, you said, Heliota?
Oui.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Amalia?
Amalia to BRB.
Puffed. You were talking to the echo.
Cool. Just for my record, I just need to see something real quick. No.
Are we held in action, or...?
No. You guys hear a distinct, heavy breathing. Like that sounds distinctly koboldy, and teeny tiny wing flaps that seem to be coming from the big room back, where you fought the Eater of Hope, or where you fought Thalgor.
Oh, I don't want to go and deal with that.
Who's gonna go back?
I want to try to do something here first, in case he stops us.
Okay.
I say as I... I'd like to attempt to cast Dispel Magic.
Go ahead and make a charisma check.
Okie dokie. Just a standard charisma, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that is not good. That is a 9.
Unfortunately, it's the magical equivalent of punching a brick wall.
Yeah. How I do it as well is I stay into it. I sort of like allow my blood to kind of like pool out of my wrist into the water and kind of like settle on the glyphs. And I just see it just not work and go, oh, okay.
Do I think it could work?
Make an Arcana check. Well, you said you were checking out the source of the sound, though, right?
No, I just said if we should check it out, and then they were like, no, so I stayed.
Eudokia, you could check. Perhaps you're our sneakiest.
Eudokia nods, and she walks out that way, and she steps out, and she just yells, "One of the little winged fuckers, he's getting away."
Kill it if you can.
She'll take a shot. She does not have advantage because she had to yell out. So regular shot, natural 1. Fortunately, arrow goes wide and just ricochets. Ah!
I rolled a 14.
With your background, I'm afraid you're honestly not sure.
Dang.
You haven't seen anything like this before.
Dang it.
Alright, you're able to step out just as you see this, winged kobold sorcerer, reach the gates that you guys came through to get into this room. Leave me alone! Are you gonna try to go after it?
I'm looking if I can do something. Could I? Would I? I don't know if I would know this. Could I try hold person?
What's the range on that?
60 feet?
Will that reach? It's pretty far.
I don't think it will.
He's just out of range, he's at 65.
Okay. Do I lose the spell?
What spell? Oh, no, so you would know what range it is, so
Okay.
you would know not to
So
cast
could
it.
I move closer quickly and then cast it when they're within 60 feet?
I'll allow it. I'll let you just quickly hop. Cool, you're at 60 feet now.
Okay, wisdom 16.
Alright. Natural 7. He's flapping as hard as he can, and he just flops on the ground.
Great.
Gotta get away! Gotta get away!
So I held him, so he'll be here for a little while. So somebody should kill him?
All right.
You have
Alright.
a minute.
Okay.
Cool, so he does get to repeat the saving throw at the end of each of his turns. So I'm going to say, everyone take your turn now. We're going to do a semi-combat thing. What is everybody
10,
doing?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to attempt... Wait, I'm going to try and go for it. 25. I'm going to attempt the... Oh no, I can't because I haven't got the space to. I haven't got the movement. I'd end up in the water, so I'll have to. I couldn't do it anyway. I'll go to there. That's my dash in one turn.
I need to retract something slightly. You can move there, sorry, but seeing you cast Hold Person, the Kobold Sorcerer would have attempted to counterspell you, Helida.
Okay.
And it's a second level spell, right?
Yeah.
So it succeeds. So he's not held at the moment, but
Dang it.
that was his action and he's already dashed that turn. No, sorry, that was his action, he's already moved that turn. So, that brings us to the end of that. Cool, so you moved over there. What were you doing, Scotty? Sorry,
I had to dash to get to that point, so I can't go any further.
What is anybody else doing?
I'm gonna follow the party. I'm gonna go over there. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know.
Cool, so you would be able to use 30 feet to... yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, thinks you're in the way, so just pop it there. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 30 feet right there. Or you could be here instead if you wanted a clearer view of it.
Kobold with wings. Sounds like an imp of some sort.
You've definitely seen one of this ilk already. It was the one that blew up your cart. It was same kind of ones that blew up the cart.
And did we inspect this area over here that has a desk or something over there?
You haven't inspected that yet. So you've used 30 feet of movement. You see this kobold as he's attempting to get away. What are you doing?
Well, I didn't see anything, but I don't know where he went. But I'm curious about that other area over there.
No, you can see him. He's over here. He's in your line of sight.
Oh, I IRL need to zoom out my map. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that guy. Look at him. Okay, I see him now. Mighty kobold of him to try to leave us.
Hey, take an inspiration for that. You get inspiration for that, I'm gonna say.
I didn't know there was inspiration, but are we trying to get him back? I'm so lost. Do we want him back? What do you want? What do we want me to do? Because I can reach him with any spell, and I think I still have a spell. I have a spell slot left.
Clock's ticking. What are you doing?
It's a what?
I said clock's ticking. What are we doing?
Well, I would like to. Has anyone talked to him at all?
He can't talk because he's held at the moment.
He is not. He
held,
counterspelled
sorry.
it. No one has spoken to him yet, as far as you're aware.
Okay. Well, I would like to. Shucks. I'll just try to Eldritch Blast him. Are we okay with this? I mean, not that I really ask for permission for Eldritch Blast, but are you guys okay if I nuke him? I feel like he might know.
I think it's the plan anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Try something, but
I'm gonna try to nuke him. Hold on. I've just got here 16 Eldritch Blast. Do I do anything?
16 hits. Go ahead and make your second attack roll.
Nat 20 with an 8.
Oh no. Yeah, both hit. Yeah, okay, so go ahead and roll that damage. So if you're still choosing to double the dice, this would end up being... So for both attacks, including the critical, should be 3d8 plus 15. Or, yeah, if you're choosing to do the double dice method as opposed to doubling the roll.
I'm going to do more than one roll. How would you like me to roll?
I'm overcomplicating it, that's fair. So start with the first one, the non-nat 20. It's just a d10 plus 5.
6 damage total.
6 total, good to know. And the second one, you can either roll a d10 and double it, or roll 2d10.
I did a 9 damage.
Okay, and you want to double that instead of rolling another die?
Sure.
Cool. So 6 plus 18, 24, plus 5, 29. Both shots just strike him center in the back and just remove most of the skin on his back, just like blast it clean off. He is alive, barely.
I'm kind of sad about this, but I'll just look, guys. I did what I could do for not knowing what's going on. But he's hanging on by a thread, so we might be able to keep him. If you wanted to get anything out of him, I don't know.
I can heal you if you come back. I will heal you if you come back.
You can what?
I can heal you if you come back.
He just got shot twice to within an inch of his life. Persuasion check disadvantage.
15?
Sorry, it was a high DC.
Dang.
There was a chance, it was a low chance, because he's just been... It's like taking out someone's kneecap with a soft shotgun and then trying to be the good cop. Like, we're past that point. Calliope, however, is gonna... She's like, I can reach him, what am I doing? Kill him? All I can do is kill him.
Yeah, just kill him.
She's gonna cast Chill Touch. Just roll a d20. Yeah, 21 hits. And... yeah, the hand streaks out, grabs him by the back of the head, and just drains the last of his life force, and he flops over dead. Right, says Calliope. Shall we then?
That was impressive.
Lucky shot. On my part, what you did, Bithynia, was definitely impressive. She says to you, Bithynia. Cool, after you. Alright, can I get a marching order?
I'm probably somewhere in the middle or like second. I don't really have a preference.
Okay, Amalia, I presume you're bringing up the front?
Probably, yeah.
We should probably check for traps this time round. I mean, I'm sure there'll be another trap this time, but you know, there may maybe it won't.
Okay, okay, cool. So you guys are arriving, you're heading in?
Yeah, but there's an echo in front of me just in case there is a trap.
Okay. So you summon an echo. The echo... and you can't move whilst the echo is moving, so you sort of just go into drone mode. And the echo just steps forward. And steps on a... into like the archway where the tunnel begins. And a similar glyph, this one bright ice blue, appears beneath the echo's feet, and just like a blizzard cone erupts out of the ground, destroying the echo instantly.
Okay.
Right.
And then I step forward.
Cool, you step forward and nothing happens.
It's like a door.
We got it.
Okay, and as you step into this room, let me just pull up some, sorry, my notes. This small chamber looks to be an office of sorts. Sitting atop a small, child-sized desk are piles of neatly stacked coins. At the center is what must be a giant ledger with scrawling upon it. That's all impressive, however. What's more impressive is a secondary fountain with a identical setup as the first. And as you guys step through into this smaller room, which, let me just go ahead and move you all into this room. You all venture into this room together, and there's this pillar in the middle of the room of rock that has been unworked, that's just left there. And as you step into the room, you go around this pillar and you see a large, solid iron safe just buried, like just laid into the wall. Just hammered into the pillar, into the stone.
I will go over to the desk area, check for traps, and then take the documentation and anything on there.
Make an investigation check. While you're doing that, Eudokia will step up to the safe, quite politely and discreetly pull out her thieves' tools, the long wires, and just smirk to herself, and she will crouch down and get to work. So she is going to make a check with these tools to try and open the safe.
I'd like to assist Hilira in terms of checking the notes and seeing what's useful.
Cool, Hilira, make the trap check with advantage.
$14?
So you examine the desk as best as you can. You are You're pretty sure there's no traps.
Okay.
Right, so Eudokia's gonna do a, Thieves' Tools check. Yep. And, takes her about a minute or so, but it's like a... and click, and... the large iron door swings open.
I will try and take the documentation and put it in my backpack as evidence.
Can I read some of it first?
Sure. I'll give you like half of the papers.
And I have a read it, see what kind of stuff we've got on there.
Okay, scanning through it, you basically see, this is basically almost like it's like a factory ledger, essentially. It's keeping track of, like, productions, various, distribution means, tallies of, the total amount of, gold acquired, and, this was a extensive operation. It's all catalogued and book kept in here.
I kind of scan through it and then I offer it back to there and go, oh, that's not what I was looking for. But still,
Eudokia steps out of where the safe was, clutching a singular, like, scroll that consists of about 3 sheets of paper, and she says, "This was all that was inside."
Could that be the recipe?
Can I have a look?
She hands it to you.
And I'll unfold it and I'll kind of hold it out so that everyone can kind of gather around and have a look.
Yeah,
And
I'll look over her shoulder.
Okay, and between Scotty, who has some amount of alchemical knowledge, and Bithynia with her extensive arcane knowledge, yeah, this is the recipe. You can't quite understand all of it, but you know enough to know that this is definitely the formula.
That's what we needed.
Oh.
Haha, this is what we needed.
And I will say, for the purposes of wrapping it up with a neat bow, that we can do a quasi-time skip at this point, where after a long rest, Hilira is able to contact Meletis again with the use of her message spell and send word explaining the situation.
Could I do that? Because I don't know what they look like. A message is the kind of thing where you would need to see somebody or know somebody.
Calliope would just cast... Who's got... I think it's Calliope's disguise self.
Okay.
Double check.
Just checking.
No, that's a fair point. I'm pretty sure Calliope is disguise self. No, she does not. So instead, she will minor illusion a teeny tiny, or a reduced version, because it's 5 feet tall, of Molpadilla.
Okay.
She's a lot taller though. Just like up there.
Okay, yeah, I guessed. Yeah, her name seems like she's like tall. So.
And over the course of approximately 7 days, they are able to send a cohort of soldiers as well as engineers, I guess, for lack of a better term, who are able, piece by piece, to extract the contents of the treasure from the bottom of the...
Would we have had time to... actually, does anyone have a spare piece of parchment and/or a spare piece of parchment?
You can find plenty of parchment
cool.
and quills in here.
I'd like to spend the time to copy the formula.
Make a Arcana check.
Yes, I shall do.
This is going to be a high DC.
All right, let's go. Let's go. That's a 9.
Do you need help with this? Can I help with this? This is more of my realm.
I started and then I gave up. Well, I turned, and you see what looks like an alchemical formula. Then halfway through, I've just given up. I've like given it teeth and like fangs and like a snake, and I've kind of turned it into a picture. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'll say, to be fair, thinking about it now, I think that's a bit unfair, because if you're just Control-C, Control-Ving, that's different. So I take it back. No check necessary. You would actually be able to do that.
It takes me a couple of attempts to get it. Like I make a few mistakes.
Yeah, you definitely notice there are some. Well, it takes Bithynia to point it out to you, but some of the glyphs have unbelievably subtle variants that are actually make a world of difference.
Mm.
You're joking. Really? What? All right, I'll put the. Okay, yeah. You can see like Scatina's like really irritated at the idea. Why does magic have to have a very precise format? Like it's just everything just should be natural. Like, okay, fine, yeah, I'll do that. But yeah, cool.
But yes,
and then I'll begrudgingly thank Bithynia for her really essential help.
The cohort of soldiers are able to extract the treasure, and as promised, Molpadia, who comes with them, along with Daxos, in order to oversee the operation. So Daxos, at your request, is able to actually do it to slightly speed it up. Actually, Molpadia, whilst there, does agree to let you keep the appropriate portion of the treasure as a result of being able to return it to the citizens of Meletis who rely upon this. This is their livelihood, their life savings. But yes, you guys can go ahead and add 25,000 gold.
Wow.
You guys are awarded that.
Someone writing this down so we can get it later.
Is that each or
total, which comes to a little bit less than a third of what was there.
That's actually really nice.
That's more than I came with.
Let me rephrase that. Okay, it's more like a quarter of what was there.
Still more than I expected. So yeah that's happy with that.
And through talking to Molpadia, you are sort of brought on to the extent of how many people had succumbed to this cursed liquor. So or how wide it had spread. You guys hadn't realized, like nobody had realized before how bad it had gotten. So
did the ledgers only say it ever went to Meletis? Did it suggest that it travelled to any other towns?
Through looking through the ledgers and through confirming through Molpadia, you do get that it would have gone. Some of it did go to places like Krimnos and Altrizos as well, but Molpadia assures you that with the formula now, which they are able to use a teleport spell to bam directly to Penelope, they're beginning work straight away. Upon returning to the city, you guys would have time to go to Daxos, who would be able to identify the items for you. And he... Oh, actually, Heliada, you've never met this person before. So, yes, about a week later, you guys have come back. So, when you meet Molpadia, yeah, so it is a very strong woman. So, Molpadia was a strong woman who, you find out, is the captain of the armies of Meletis. She has brilliant blue hoplite armor and carries a bow slung across her back, and she has an air of authority. She introduces herself to you and thanks you profusely. She has a warm smile, noting the... She seems to recognize the styling of your armor. A pleasure as always.
Yes, of course. You're very welcome. It has been an absolute pleasure.
And a few days later, when you're able to get back to Daxos, you guys step into... So, yeah, Heliara, you've been walking through the city of Meletis, which you've been to a few times, you know, given your background. And you guys pass by the Crucible, which is a nice-looking house that has a large chimney stack out the back. And you guys step in, and Heliara, you see a tall male figure with a toned physical form. He's wearing the skirt portion of a chiton in sort of a layer and nothing else. He is bare-chested. And something about him is familiar. You recognize in him a familiar unnatural beauty that is similar to Calliope's and Eudokia's, and a familiar pair of matching hair and eyes, only his other color of fire. Literally, it looks like molten rock is cascading down his head. Do I have a picture?
probably worth saying during this point, I probably wouldn't have gone to find out what the items did. I would have been focusing on helping Penelope.
Absolutely. And we can do I think we can probably do that off camera at some point before the next session. But yeah, Heliator, that is what this guy looks like. And he like turns around and says, "Hey, congratulations on your success." And his very voice seems to sound like crackling embers. See a couple new faces.
Cool.
And he smiles. "Thank you. I like this one."
Welcome.
And he notices Eudokia and he's like, "You know, I can safely say I have met 400% more of my kind in the last 2 months than I have my whole life."
Yeah, they keep joining our group.
Actually,
we don't know how.
sorry, 300% more, but it's crazy, isn't it? Anyway, how might I be of assistance?
Okay, so we found these things. Do you know what they are? Can you tell us?
That's what I'm here for. And so you lay them out, and he picks up the helmet, and he says, "This one's one of mine. Oh no, I know the guy who this used to belong to. He didn't make it."
Oh, we're sorry.
But I can straight away tell you that this is what is called I call it, and then that's what it's called because I made it. He laughs a little bit to himself. A Vancian helm. It has superior protective capabilities, and also it has spell storing capabilities. Sorry, I lost the stat block for a second. I realize we've gone on quite long, so it shan't be much longer. I appreciate you guys.
That's all good. We're having fun.
Yeah. And he says, so I refined certain spell storing techniques used in some rings you might have seen before, in order to make them slightly less powerful but more accessible. Aside from, so yeah, it's a +1 to AC to whoever wears it and is attuned to it. And he describes any creature that has magic can cast a spell of 1st through 4th level into this helm by touching the helm as the spell is cast. The spell has no effect other than to be stored inside the helm. The helm can only hold one spell at a time. While wearing this helmet and attuned to it, the user can cast any spell stored in it as if it came from them, using the spellcasting ability of the original spellcaster. So yeah, while wearing this helmet, the user can cast any spell stored into it. The spell uses the slot level, spell save DC, and spell attack bonus and spellcasting ability of the original caster, but is otherwise treated as if you cast the spell. When the spell is cast or a new spell is stored, any previous stored spell is lost. So if a spell is cast at 5th level or above into the helm, the spell is expended without effect, and when this happens, the person attuned to the helm takes 2d6 psychic damage if they're also wearing the helmet.
Don't store too much in the helmet.
However, and also, while wearing the helmet, your eyes glow with a brilliant color of your choice. So yeah, you can hold one spell of any level from 1 to 4th in it at a time, at any time. And a new one can be put in at will. So it's not like it can only do this once per day. You can put as many spells into it as long as you've got the spell slots for it. And as an action, the user can cast it as if it were being cast from them.
So you could almost have someone, like you could have Calliope put like a cure or some kind of like healing spell in it, and then have someone...
Healing word.
Healing word's a great call. Like,
and then give it... Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're right though. That's what I agree. That's what I was thinking.
So we could put a healing word in there and give it to either you, Scott, or Bithynia, and they could use it.
Well, actually, I'm actually thinking maybe give it to one of the combats. Either Eudokia or Amalia, because in theory, then you have another person that can cast.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Because it's an action, right? And it doesn't have to be a caster that.
But it does have to use a spell slot.
Yes, but what could happen is, so let's say Calliope puts Healing Word into it, and then gives it to. Sorry, Calliope puts Healing Word into it.
I just want to make a note. Calliope does not have to be wearing the helm, nor have to be attuned to it.
And
she can just tap the helm and put a 4th level Cure Wounds into it, and it is there.
And then Amalia could be like, "Oh, my friend's like the healer's fallen down." No, you're not. Ha. Maybe. I mean, that's one thought. Like we could put it offensively. Like I'm sure Scotty was like, "Oh, if you want a vitrolic sphere in it, that's you're happy to put that in."
Revivify.
However, does it give me... So it doesn't necessarily give someone extra spells. It gives them the spells that are put on it so that they can...
Yes, but it stores the spell indefinitely. So you could theoretically pop a spell into the helm, take a short rest, and then you would technically have 3 spell slots, except one of them is confined to a specific spell.
Okay.
That's really good.
It's... DM note, I specifically tried to give an item that wouldn't be necessarily good for a singular person, so that there would be some amount of options.
The coolest item I've ever heard.
I would like to, as a note, thank Griffin Saddlebag on Patreon for the homebrew of that item. I didn't use his artwork, but it was definitely his idea.
That's brilliant.
Cool. So after looking at that, Daxos moves on to the next thing. He'll pick up the little glass candle flame statue thing that he saw, and his eyes glow for a moment. So yeah, now if you guys look up Vancian Helm, it will be in D&D Beyond. It's spelled Vancian. He looks at the glass idol, and his eyes glow for a moment as he casts Identify, and he says, This is, don't know where this is from, but apparently it's called a bonfire charm. You can place it in a burning campfire or torch, and the charm will enchant the fire with a faint healing radiance. If you or any friendly creatures within the fire's light restore your health and strength in the process of a short rest by spending hit dice. I'm not gonna transliterate that too much. So yeah, as he explains, if you regain hit points during a short rest by using hit dice, whilst you are next to a campfire that has this charm inside of the campfire, each of the ones you roll is treated as a 2. And yeah, bonfire charm is also something that I put into D&D Beyond.
And it's reusable.
Yeah, it just does that to any flame you pop it into. Swiftly moving along, he pulls out an item that Calliope had snagged before, which these 3 identical-looking arrows that have like a yellowy green opaque. The arrowheads are an opaque yellowy green stone color, as opposed to looking like they're made out of metal. And there are 3 of them. Daxos waves his hand and casts Identify on those, and he says, "These are a good find. These are called phosphor arrows. The ammunition is tipped with an alchemical concoction that ignites on impact, casting bright light in the space it impacts and dim light in a 5-foot radius. A creature struck by the ammunition takes 1 fire damage at the start of each of their turns and can be detected more easily, granting other creatures advantage on wisdom or on perception checks made to see them and being revealed if invisible. The phosphorus burns for 1 minute or until a creature spends an action to remove or snuff out the alchemical flame. the ammunition is destroyed by the alchemical solution, preventing it from being recovered once fired. So it's like a flare arrow. There's 3 of them.
Eudokia, this is something for you, I think. I think you could use this.
Eudokia takes them. Cool. Just twiddles all 3 of them at the same time and slots them into her quiver.
Could I take the bonfire charm? Because it's pretty. And I found it.
I have no objections.
And Daxos is able to confirm that there are 2 regular healing potions and 1 greater healing potion. And the scroll is in fact a scroll of banishment, but that's by and large. You guys knew what that was. And the last one, he waves Identify, casting it, and his eyes glow for a moment before returning to normal. And he smiles. Damn. This is definitely your guys' day. This, and, sorry, 1 second. Just pulling up the thing. This is called a stoppered oasis. Yeah, it pretty much does exactly what it sounds. He points to the little potted plant thing. If you take the cork out and pour the contents of the potion into the pot, little pot, and take a few steps back. Yeah, so what he describes is, this a tall decanter filled with water from, you can pour the water out of the bottle on top of the planter as an action to create, a magical oasis that fills up to 100-foot square space over the course of 10 minutes. If you drop the watered planter into a body of water, it will also produce a tiny island of equal size for the oasis to sit upon for the duration of the potion. The oasis has a pond filled with clean water and exotic fruit-bearing trees that can nourish up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours. The area within the oasis is always under the effects of the alarm spell. A swarm of poisonous snakes appears to defend the oasis from each creature that sets off the alarm, whose rattling tails acts as the audible alarm. The swarms are friendly to you and your companions, but they do not obey verbal commands, acting on their own accord. They roll initiative for the swarms as a group, which have their own turns. A swarm disappears when it drops to 0 when there are no more hostile creatures within the oasis. The oasis remains for 24 hours or until dispelled by Dispel Magic cast 5th level or higher. And the atmosphere within the space is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside the oasis. You or any friendly creature within the oasis can't be frightened. And you regain an extra 1d4 hit die at the end of a long rest. Use it wisely, though. It's one use only.
Who wants the plant?
Calliope's like, I mean, do we have to... We could just keep it among us and use it when we use it. I don't know if it necessarily has to be somebody's. It can just be something for the group. We're probably going to use it as a group anyway.
You keep it in your bag then. It's not going in mine.
You can keep it in your bag if you want. I'm just saying we don't have to assign it to... Calliope just rolls her eyes.
I'm just trying to make sure that everybody has things in their bag that they need.
Fair enough. Calliope puts her hands up. Alright. Who wants to hold on to the potion? Calliope shrugs and will hold on to the potion. After that pregnant pause.
It's about a 9-month.
Hold on to it, I don't mind.
Hey, I got that. Do you want to hold on to it, Amalia? Amalia, you went quiet. What? Okay, I lost Amalia, so Calliope is going to hold on to it for the moment. We can deal with that next session. And that is the extent of the items that you guys had, so that comes to the end of that. And after sort of handing all the items back to you guys, Daxos just gets the merge rule and says, "Well, they're probably gonna wanna honor you guys as well. You, after all, did a big favor for the city, so you may start to be a little bit more recognized going forward. Don't be surprised."
Really? Are you sure?
You just saved a city full of countless people. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh no.
But as you guys stand there in the shop, at about midday, about 7 days later after slaying this Eater of Hope. Did you guys take the head with you, by the way?
Didn't Amalia carry it?
Yeah, I was gonna say if Amalia didn't carry it, then Scotinus would have very happily done it. But it depends on if. Problem is, if Scotinus took it, he would have taken it straight to Penelope's. So it depends on who ended up holding it.
Amalia, were you carrying the head of the creature?
Yeah.
Okay, so Amalia was carrying it, but Amalia has no use for it, so you guys just go back to the city. What are you... This is the same day you got back to the city, just as a heads up, so what are you guys doing?
Heads up. Sorry.
Scotty's frozen. As in with the head specifically, he's holding the head.
Yeah, so I disconnected, had to reconnect, I'm back.
Okay, so what is everybody doing with the head?
I'm happy to take it, unless someone has a specific one for it.
Calliope's like, I feel like we could stuff it and mount it, you know? Like as a testament to what we did. In a house, if we get a house. I mean, we got some money, we could get a house. Calliope, like, shrugs slightly.
I mean, that's fair. Could I at least, like, get the brain extracted and maybe the tongue and the eyes and the bits that won't keep?
Yeah, alright, do what you gotta do. Cool, and Scotty, we can do that next time.
Yeah.
Cool, so you guys have done that, unless you guys wish to browse Daxos's wares before coming to the conclusion of the session, or we can do that next time. Maybe do a shopping episode next time. I will say that is where we're going to end tonight's episode. Alright, episode 42, the big boss fight.
Woo!
Thank you so much to anybody who may have tuned in even for a moment. We love you all. We are DC30. Have a good night.
Bye!
Bye.